Yeah.
I like the turtles. Why? These turtles are getting it in. Like,
Always. I like some music.
Hey, Mojo.
Boom, boom.
Mojo Jojo.
Special guest appearance again.
Special guest.
Mojo Jojo.
Wow, so
Which way do
big.
I call this?
Mojo
Oh,
Jojo.
you're gonna.
The chat.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad.
Nice.
Already.
What is going on here?
Just hands out.
Oh, I got pizza on my.
Distract.
Hi, Leia.
Welcome back, Leia.
Welcome back.
Oh,
She's just kicking
What's
me
2
away.
plus 2?
She kicked ya.
Wrong dog.
Sorry. Oh, shit. My bad.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. Is that right? Okay, what's popping, y'all?
what is popping?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. What's popping, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Bar.
Yoo.
It's like Mario.
What's with the guns?
He's cocking. The doodle doo.
The doodle do.
The doodle doo.
Yeah, what's good, guys? I think this is episode 7, 18?
18.
Damn.
Almost 20.
Almost at
Almost
20.
20.
But this is the 100 sub special.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for 100 subs.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much. Yeah, but we back again. We got a special guest for 100 episode right here. You want to introduce?
Hello. Oh, am I supposed to hold it like this?
Yeah,
Hello.
you should hold it.
Hey guys. Hi. I am Lorean. I'm Lloyd's sister. So yeah.
No. Professor X.
Oh yeah. And I'm an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, that I should
Yes,
just
Professor
cut that
X
in.
has a problem.
That too.
How did he create 3 little girls in his lab?
Got
Alcohol.
drunk.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
A bottle of Henny.
That's
Of
what
the Henny.
There was the chemical X.
Oh, yeah.
What it was. Y'all found out the secret.
The secret.
That's
Sheesh.
hilarious.
That would have been crazy.
But yeah, we're doing a little something special. We're dressed up as Powerpuff Girls. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We stylish. We
Powerpuff Girl inspired.
Inspired, yeah.
inspired. Yeah. Today we're drinking a strawberry Daiquiri. It's been fucking hot out. So
Yeah.
Hot
Hey,
Love
first
it.
slushy drink.
drink.
yeah. I hope it tastes good. Because I
Oh,
made,
yeah,
the,
we
I
haven't
made the simple syrup and I didn't even try it.
You
so,
got the simple syrup, don't worry.
Yo, simple syrup is in the bag. So, yeah. On tap we have the best sponsor, Russell. I like these cans actually a lot. They're
Oh, they got
nice.
little comics on it.
Yeah.
Looks like those bubblegum, like that had the little
All the
Oh,
comic.
bubblegum wrappers.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
brand was that?
It was
I don't know, it's just pink and a
Was it Hubba
square, right?
The answer's
know.
over there.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for
Look
it.
for it.
That's good.
It's in the
I think it's Hubba
frontal
Bubba, yeah.
here.
But it was like the hard pink
Yeah, it's
like gum.
It
Yeah.
was literally like a rectangle.
Yeah. I hated that shit. It was like so hard to chew.
To get it
Yeah.
going.
I only
Yeah.
ate it.
Get it
'cause-
going, yeah.
I only ate it because of the fucking comics.
Oh, you're like
Just read it.
I think I lost a
Oh,
tooth in
shit.
one. Because it was like that hard and I had my baby teeth still when I
Ah.
chewed into it.
Wait, who's letting you eat that as a baby though?
He never taught me how to tie a tie, okay?
It's fucking
That's
hilarious.
crazy.
We get into that now and it's later in the night, guys.
But yeah, we got this oatmeal stout. Oh, it's a dark
Ooh.
beer.
Oatmeal.
Oh, oatmeal. I've never.
We're back at Starbucks.
Yeah, back at Starbucks. I don't know if there's anything to read. You want to read it?
Describe the comic on it.
Just describe the
It
comic.
says meow. That's all I see.
There is a cat on it, so I don't know what it says. There's a cat sleeping. There's a panel of a clat. There's a
Clap.
panel of a cat sleeping, waking up, saying meow. Goes eat some cat food. It gets lazy. Looks at the oatmeal. Puts the Russell oatmeal in the oatmeal, or what? And then it becomes a super cat.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Life's just crazy.
Just-
The description
That's
says
crazy.
an oatmeal stout brewed using a smorgasbord of malts,
Smorgas-
including both flaked and golden naked oats, chocolate malt, and black prince. Notes of coffee and dark chocolate blend seamlessly
Ooh.
into a silky, smooth body. Never has your oatmeal tasted this good.
Damn.
Okay.
Was it just me or was that
Interesting.
like really raunchy?
Yeah, it was like trying to turn me on or something.
I heard
I
I heard
was like,
smorgasm,
Smorgasm.
naked body,
Smorgasm?
why is it naked?
I don't know. What's that word? Smorgasbord?
smorgasbord,
Smorgasbord?
smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, we have this. Yeah, we gotta start off with a shot. I'm feeling
Okay.
like-
Wait, guys. I have a surprise.
A surprise?
Am I allowed to bring
Yeah.
a surprise on here?
You can do it first if you want.
I don't-
shoot us up.
She's what?
Pow, 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 pow.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, cock-a-doodle.
Alright, I know we got beer ready and stuff, but I wanted to bring you guys
Oh,
Oh,
drink more
shit.
beer.
more beer.
Damn.
Damn, they got beer?
I didn't know they got beer.
We just
Yo, dang
released
Mars.
it this year. It is a sour peach candy ale. If you don't generally like to drink beer, I would say like this is a good beer to go to.
Wow.
Have you tried? You tried this before?
I've tried it. Yeah, it tastes like candy.
It
Wow.
tastes like candy.
Oh, that's
Wow.
sounds
So
good.
I
Sour
guess we
peach
got two
candy
beers
ale.
now.
Damn.
Damn, that Mark.
Damn. Shout out to Dang
Yo.
Mark. Yo,
Yo.
Dang Mark, yo.
Yo.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Not
Yeah.
Sparky and shit.
Aw, thank you.
That'd be
Dude,
mad.
Russell, you better watch yourself.
I was just gonna say, you gotta watch yourself.
That's
No, now we
hilarious.
got two.
Now we got two.
We're getting lit out here.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Not enough chemicals in this.
And you better finish one at least.
Maybe I just won't open this.
Says that.
Or this
Sponsor. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Okay.
cheers.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that Mark's crazy. Is it good?
That's really good.
Okay,
good.
simple syrup.
It's good. Simple syrup.
Okay,
Yeah,
simple
He's a
syrup.
cook. He's a
Yeah.
cook now.
Yeah, Matt Chef. Matt Chef. All right.
Chef.
We can take these shots and
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
get to
Say it.
it.
All right, 100 episodes. Let's go.
100 subscribers.
100
on episodes. We're not there yet.
We're,
I'm drunk already. I can't.
we're in close. Yeah.
One sip in.
100
All
subs.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come by.
Mm. Oh,
Jeez.
damn.
Oh my god, I forgot. I
Drinking
set
this
up.
feels like we're on like a patio.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yo,
like
it is patio season.
patio vibe.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god.
Why'd that hit so hard?
That just
what the
like
frick?
burned right into my
It was like
stomach.
this all the way.
Yeah.
fucking down there.
Holy shit.
You didn't introduce us.
Yeah, you just skipped us, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You just went-
Come on. Shit, it's because I did the surprise.
Oh yeah, yeah, you got
okay,
it.
okay, sorry.
Yeah. I'm the pink motherfucker. Blossom. Right? I'm Blossom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Blossom. Bad bitch.
So good. I'm Buttercup.
Buttercup.
I'm angry all the time.
All right.
I'm the
Steve.
middle child. It's
I'm the middle child. Yeah. Oh yeah. My theory is so. I was just talking about this. My theory for the Powerpuff Girls is, you know how like they shot out the bowl all together. I think the oldest would be Blossom because she's the leader. She dealt with the most trauma. And then Buttercup is the middle child because he's always angry. So obviously she's unhappy that she's the middle child getting ignored. And then Bubbles just has a good time. So
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
the youngest.
I'm the youngest. I'm just living life.
Yeah. She's literally like, what's it called? The Be Real
So
bitches.
innocent. She's like so
Yeah,
innocent.
she
Yeah.
is pretty innocent.
If she was like a girl now, she'd be all over Be Real and Snapchat. Yeah.
Wild.
The whole
that's
time.
that's a Bubbles girl right there.
each generation.
Yeah.
And then Mojo.
And then we got
Mojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
See, wearing
Jojo.
green collar. So it works
Wow.
out.
Hell yeah.
Cute.
All right. Well, let's get into a first question.
Get it?
Ooh.
Just get it?
Okay. This is kind of for you, though.
Damn.
Right for me.
Because.
Hot seat already.
Poor Professor X.
Professor X.
Okay, so. Okay, this can go for all of us, but I want to know, like, crazy, crazy, crazy like party experiences?
Crazy, crazy.
Like, how much
I
do I
think
share?
there's just too many. Crazy party experience. Like how, I don't know how to describe this. How crazy though?
Up to you. As crazy as you want it to be. Because I think my crazy.
Okay, start off.
Yeah.
Set the
Give us a bar.
Set the bar. What's crazy?
We're all like, how much do we want to expose ourselves?
Like, what do I say?
Okay, there's nothing too crazy. But one thing that I used to do at like parties all the time, we were like fight trees.
What the fuck is that?
Like I just punched trees. Like when I got super drunk. Yeah, that's how I fight trees. I just start punching them, and then at the end, I just lose because that shit hurts, bro.
I just imagine you like someone sees you looking at the tree and is like, "What'd you say to me?" You know, like,
There's dead ass a video.
Okay.
Someone has a video of me fucking fighting a tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just drunk as fuck.
You're fighting off the tree like the tree was fighting you.
Yeah, like
You're
I
like,
was
get off me.
I was like fighting the tree. That shit, the branches hit me. You know, like that shit wasn't fun. Cause in the morning, like my hands
The
hurt.
branches were swinging. They were swinging back at you.
Yeah, bro.
The leaves
I
are
swear to
speaking.
God,
The leaves
I
are
think
speaking.
I was just too drunk. I was just way too drunk.
I don't think I've gotten drunk enough to fight
A
a tree.
Yeah.
I think my craziest story is when I was in high school. I was like friends with some people who, funny enough, used to live in Surrey, and they wanted to throw a house party in Surrey. And I was like, "Oh, okay, bet. I guess I'm going because I'm prone to peer pressure like that." So I came and like helped them set up and stuff. And we used like our friend's house. Problem was, okay, there was like three of us, right? It's me, the host, and then the guy who's actually like planning this party. And the guy who's actually planning this party didn't tell us how many people were gonna come. And the host's place is like what's like one of those townhouses, you know, in Surrey.
Yeah.
Like there's like these small little like so we get there and like people start trickling in, and it's like a huge like people couldn't fit inside the house. Like people were just like outside in the
Shit.
town and like just like smoking and like screaming and stuff.
Jeez.
And then at one point I remember like someone brought one of those light up disco balls in your hands, but you press it, it goes
That's sick. Yeah.
and so we turn out the
Outside?
lights. No, we
Oh,
brought it to
inside.
the basement.
Oh, okay.
Everyone, we squished like 100 people in
It was
this
like a
little
rave,
tiny
yeah.
basement, and then someone turned off the lights like out of nowhere. We're all like, and then someone brought it out, and it goes, and everyone starts, yeah, let's go. And then at one point, someone like grabbed my mouth and then took like a bottle of this and started pouring in my mouth.
Shit.
I was like, what's happening?
I
It's
thought
like,
you said someone's gonna kiss you, like grab your mouth.
oh no.
Okay.
That was mostly guys at the party, but so that happened.
Yes.
What-
what are the
ratio,
Causes
bro?
fest.
Yeah, but so, like I got really drunk that night. Luckily there was a couple girls there, so
A
A
couple,
couple,
girls.
literally two.
just like one dude. But like I remember like talking to some girls there, and then the neighbors called the cops on this party because obviously it was like leaking outside, right?
Yeah.
And I was literally in the basement, just like no one else there, just me and this girl, and we're just like talking, and I was like trying to get her number, and right when I was about to get her number, the cop busts open the door and was like, "Hey, you guys gotta get out of here." And I was like, "Give us like 5 more minutes."
Just give me some more time.
I remember saying, "Oh, can you give me 5 more minutes?" Actually, I left my bag upstairs or something like that. He's like, "Nah, you gotta get out." And I walk outside, and literally the whole party is just outside, and the cops are like trying to round people up. I was like,
You're
oh,
trying to look
damn.
for her?
Yeah, I was trying to look for her,
You're
but she
looking for her?
disappeared. I was like,
Look at her.
Marco.
yeah. Oh no. It's like I couldn't find her. It was all guys. I was like, shit. But I was like so drunk that night. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna meet up with my homies. So the remember the other guy, the person who invited everybody. He actually lived nearby. Like, oh, where are you at? Like, oh, I'm just here. I walk, and he lives in the townhouse next over. But I was so drunk I couldn't find it. And on the phone, he was like, just look for the basketball hoop. Like, there's a basketball hoop in front of my house. But for some reason, in my brain, when he said basketball hoop, I thought it was like the one from Space Jam, where it's like gigantic. So when I was
What
walking
the
around, I was like this.
You're like, where's the
Where's
motherfucking basketball
where's the
hoop?
bas- And I walked right past them. They're like on the yard, like watching me like, where's the basketball hoop? I was like, yo, Andrew. And I look over, the basketball hoop is like the mini ones like this. I was like, fuck.
That's
So
fucking
embarrassing.
hilarious.
That's funny.
That was like the drunkest I've ever gotten.
That's pretty-
Post to blackout.
Damn.
That's my crazy story.
That's fun times. Though.
Girls
That
are
is fun times.
Doesn't happen anymore. Because if the cops get called, I feel bad.
Yeah,
Did you
we're all
ever
like
fi-
silent.
Did you ever find that girl?
No.
So you never got the number. Did you get like half the number? And then the cop.
Yeah, I was like
charged
604, boom.
And you start putting your own numbers in.
Yeah, I was like 604 what?
it? trying to guess it.
Every single number. I did talk to another girl after that, like when we got outside, because I was like, oh, I can't end the night on a loss.
Yeah.
But then that girl, she like gave me her number and stuff, but it turns out she has a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend, and he was like a gangster. But she said she was single. And I remember my friend calling me and was like, yo, are you still like talking to that girl? I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, you should stop. I was like, what? Why? Like, yeah, the boyfriend's pretty pissed. Like, boyfriend? Like literally just watching a movie, like anime in my home. I was like,
So innocent.
what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, boyfriend? Like, he's gonna kill you if you go to Surrey. I was like, okay.
That's crazy. Don't even put it on the girl.
Yeah.
Put it on you.
That was on me. That was on me. But I didn't know though. She
Yeah,
said she was
exactly.
single.
But that's the thing though. Like that's happened to me too. Like I'd be talking to a girl before, and things were fine, and then like halfway through, we're like dancing, or like at the club or whatever, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend." But it's like we've been talking for like
Yeah.
a couple hours already.
She's
It's like, why
like-
didn't you tell me that beforehand?
Yeah.
Before like
That's
you know,
She wanted to.
she's
get a
like, "You're
couple-
really cool, but I have a boyfriend," and I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay, so what the fuck?"
Yeah, why do girls do that? Do you have any insight on this? Because it also happens to some of my friends.
yeah.
It's pretty common.
Like why? I think I would say it's like he drinks. I would say they want drinks. That's for
Mm.
sure. And I don't know. I think it's like the attention of it. Like they like the attention that like
Other male attention.
yeah. Even though it's
Mm.
not obviously it's not good, but like I think that's just the reason why they do it.
Mm.
Yeah, like I've gone up to girls and didn't know they had a boyfriend, but then I try to like riz them up, you know, it's like just for the shot. But then they start like chatting to me more, like because I'm giving them that attention, or
Mhm.
it's like I don't know. It's like when you start flirting with her, she's just gonna just like it, you know. So, but that's y'all are crazy.
Mhm.
Y'all are
It's not okay.
That
That's
isn't
not
okay.
okay.
Same with the guys.
Guys
Yeah.
do that too, though. It's
Guys
like
are dogs
double
too.
standard also.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, why? If you were with somebody, why would you just? Unless you're like, I guess, if I'm trying to be in their head, like, if you're not getting that sort of attention from your partner or something, or if there's something going on and it's like making you lash out. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why people do that. Right, Leia? Why do people do that?
Yeah, even
Got it.
even when like you're kind of like
Sorry. Go ahead. It just smelled really good. It smells like coffee.
Yeah, try it,
Oh,
try it,
no,
try it.
Try it first. Try it first.
Okay,
Try it
cheers.
first.
You're not gonna drink yours?
I'll try it later.
You want to split half?
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah?
That's pretty good.
It's like a flat Coke.
A flat coat? That does not sound good.
Yeah, that ain't good.
I
It's
don't know if that's
good.
the right description.
It tastes
That
a
tastes
little
so
bit
good.
like coffee.
Like a flat coat.
Coke has been out for like a day.
Yeah. That's fucking
My bad, my bad.
It's like, yeah, it's so good. It
trying to-
tastes
so
like flat
good.
Coke.
Like, you know, why you don't like your Coke flat?
No.
Shit.
Nah, I like thick. Thick with bubbles.
with bubbles.
Two C's.
Bubbles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, even with like they know that they're gonna break up with their boyfriend, they still like they're not officially like broke like
Like single.
a single, but they still like to like flirt. Like
Okay, you know, okay. I feel like with girls though, a lot of the time, like they know they want to break up with them, but they plan it in their head for a very long time. So in the relationship, they're already clocked out, but they're like not, they haven't broken up or like done the breakup yet. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like girls tend to do that a lot, is like they like to plan out like their breakup before it actually happens.
Mm.
Yeah, so why? To plan out? Is it just like scary? Do you do that?
I would say like with my last relationship, I never planned it. It was bad enough and I knew I should leave, but I never did. And so I think I planned it in a way where I was like, I need to leave this, but I just didn't.
To like work up the courage
Yeah.
to like talk about it.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about those things. Especially when you have that first thought. You're like, oh, maybe you try to gaslight yourself. You're like, oh, maybe I'm just like having a phase. Like maybe it's not really
You're like,
toxic.
"No, I don't feel that way. I'm good.
Yeah.
And then more bad shit happens, and you're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
it's
like,
good. We're
"No,
good.
we're fine."
We're
Yeah,
fine.
we're
Everything's
good.
fine.
Is there that meme of that dog in the house on fire? And it's like, it's fine. Things
Oh,
are
yeah,
fine.
yeah, Everything's fine. Everything's burning.
It looks like this. The,
Yeah,
the dog.
It looks like that. It looks like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've seen this thing though where it's like, I think it's like a TikTok or something. It's like normalize breaking up with your partner after like a long period of time, because sometimes people are just in the sake of being in the relationship because
They're comfortable.
they're comfortable, and
Yeah.
it's like we've been together for a year, so like we need to fight for this because we were together for a year, you know. But then there's a thing going on where it's like you can normalize. You don't have to be like in that relationship for the sake of just being in a relationship. You know, like it's
Mhm.
okay to break up with someone even after a year, 2 years if you're not happy. You know,
Mhm.
like
I always say like the 5-year mark. It's like once you get to the 5 years, it's kind of like you want to like reevaluate your life and like, yeah, like if you're like in a relationship or like just other things in life too. But like it's always that 5 years where I'm like, okay, like, do I want to continue with this or like do I want to change things and like,
5-year.
mm-hmm.
5
I'm not even close. Not even
Great.
close.
5-year performance review.
Yeah, it's like-
evaluation.
All right. Everything's
Here's
been
your
great.
report card. Like,
Yeah, here's your report card. It's great. I think I'm gonna give you a raise.
Give you a raise.
I don't know about like normalizing just like leaving people because I think the thing that stops people from leaving long relationships is because you put in a lot of work into like this person, right? So you like develop this connection with someone and they learn your ins and outs and you learn theirs. It's more so like, oh, I don't want to restart that with another person. You're kind of like starting again from the beginning. And when people are like, oh, we gotta fight for it because it's like a long time, I'm on the side of like, yeah, we should try to fight for it at least because even if we fight for it and it doesn't work, then at least like we know that we tried, you know, like we used every option available to us. That way we have no regrets. Because what if we just say, all right, we're not happy? I'm gonna see you later. And then later down the years, you're like, maybe what if we tried this? Like couples
it's that what if.
Yeah, you're always gonna think about that. Oh, what if I tried couples therapy? Oh, maybe that would have been better, or blah blah blah. Because you really are losing like such a big portion of your life.
100%.
Time is money. You know what I'm saying?
Valuable.
Time is of the
Time is valuable.
essence.
I feel that.
But like, okay, I have a question. Like, how do you guys, let's say like your relationship has been stagnant, you guys have known each other for a very long time, like, but things aren't going anywhere. Like, how do you differentiate that from like making things work or trying harder or just being like, maybe this isn't working out?
I feel like if you look back on like how you guys first like started, and if it's like, do you truly love this person? I think it comes down to that, because if you truly love this person, then you'll do anything to like make things work and make it last, right? But if you're like looking back at it, and it's like, you know, we're comfortable, and it's like, am I doing things that I did before just because I love this person, or am I like just now I'm comfortable and like I'm not doing those things because I'm like that's whatever. I don't actually have those feelings anymore. I think it comes down to just like sitting with yourself and thinking about, you know, why am I with this person in the first place?
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know if you want to say something.
No, I don't know. It's just such a hard question.
Yeah, I think it's like, I mean, with every relationship, it's like different basis.
Obviously,
you know. Generally, though, I think it's if you stop adding value to each other's lives, is when you're like, okay, you know, maybe,
Yes.
like, are you actually like helping me push towards my
Goals.
aspirations and goals? Because yeah, we can talk about like I love you, girl. Like, I'm never gonna leave you, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jukebox type of love, but
Yeah.
in reality, you need someone that's gonna be there to like support your back and like hold you accountable for your actions and like really push you to be a better person.
Mhm.
And that should be consistent throughout. You know, even if you get comfortable, you'll still be laying in bed with like chips on your belly and like watching Netflix. And you're still gonna be
Wow.
like, babe, I feel like you should do this. I feel like you should like make some art or something. You know what I mean? Um, that push is always should be prevalent. I
Mhm.
feel like in any relationship,
Mhm.
and the moment that stops, or the moment that you hinder them, like you're like pulling them back, um, then it's like okay, then it's time to like reevaluate. Maybe I shouldn't be with this person
Mhm.
Mhm.
because that's usually what happens when you come. You just stop trying to push them. You're just like, yeah, just do whatever. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It
That's
just gets
true.
really, really comfortable. Or you want to stay comfortable, so you stop them from doing new things.
That's not
Mm.
good.
Yeah,
I think that's like kind of selfish though, because it's
yeah,
like
that
for
is.
you, not
yeah, that's
Mhm.
super self.
Mhm. Have you guys been in like really toxic relationships before?
Mm, actually, I've had this conversation. Like, I don't think it was toxic. I think it was just unhealthy. Like, things just weren't working, and like things could have been fixed probably really easily,
Mhm.
but we just like, I guess on both ends, because like that could be at fault too.
Mhm.
But um, nobody was putting in the work to fix those things,
Mhm.
right? So it's not. I don't think that's necessarily toxic, because it's like we're not doing it intentionally to like hurt the other person or like for our own selfish intent, but it was just like communication wasn't there or whatever, or like we were both wanting different things, and
Mhm.
like the other person just didn't know, so just like unhealthy. So
Mhm.
we just ended things, you know.
Yeah, I think I was in a toxic relationship. Like my last.
Yeah, preach it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let 'em know.
Mhm.
Because I do know what you
Like-
mean. Like I've been in like those relationships as well. But my last was I started to realize more that she was being more selfish instead of like just voicing out her like opinion.
Mhm.
Like oh like we talked about maybe moving here and like having that, and she was like okay, that's fine. But then once we got a little bit more serious, that was like off the table. And like that communication was not even like communicating, it was just yelling at each other now. And it was like, oh, okay, this isn't healthy at all. Like
Mhm.
I view it as fucking toxic, you know? Like um but yeah, it was like small shit. Like we could have just like hashed it out, talk about it, like, civil, but instead it was just arguments. Like over even small things, like just
Mhm.
arguing to just argue. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't like arguing
Mhm.
at all.
Yeah, when you start to argue about small stuff, it's not about the small stuff.
Yeah.
No.
It's always something.
It's always a bigger picture behind. Yeah.
Exactly.
The small fight just like triggered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh man, why didn't you wash the dishes? Blah blah blah. Escalates to, yo mama. Like, "Ah, you bring on my mom again. I swear to God.
No, that's when they're saving that like that thing that didn't bother them before
Yes.
for
Yeah.
that thing, right? They're just
Yeah.
gonna bring it up in those moments.
Yeah.
But
They're waiting. They're like,
it's
he's
literally
gonna
like
fuck up.
it's
I'm gonna
ammo.
say something.
They're holding it on, like holding
Yeah.
onto it for ammo.
Yeah.
To use later.
It's not fair.
Guys do that.
It's
Too.
not
Guys do,
Sorry,
like,
I don't know
they-
why I keep. It's maybe because I'm the guy, so like I think of the girl. Toxic relationship. Yes, I've been in one, but it's only. Oh shit.
Yes, I've been in
I've
one.
quite been in one. Yes, it was
Crikey.
quite toxic. But I was like also really young and immature. I think we just brought out the worst in each other near the end
Mm.
because it was like, we're still like developing as people, and then as we grew, we developed into like different,
Mhm.
and we had the different ideas,
They just like
and these
went this
different,
way.
yeah, and then the different ideas were like not in each other's like vision,
Mhm.
and so it was like kind of hard to communicate. Like if I wanted to do this thing, she would be like, "Oh, that's gonna take away time from us. Like, why would you want to do that?"
Mm.
I'm like, "Oh, but
I want to do
I want to do this though, And then I would also like be like jealous and like all that stuff. I was pretty bad too to her, and it was just like not a good thing. And once we broke up, like I was like, okay, she was not the only one what's it called? Attributing to the toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the more we stayed, like the worse we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, this is not it. And I think, yeah, so when you're talking about when do you know to like break it off is when you start like bringing yourselves down.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you guys were like up
That's
here
true.
and you're going this way. All of a sudden you're just going like, you're
Yeah.
dipping.
Yeah.
Then you gotta get the fuck out.
Mhm.
And it's hard though. Because when
It's
you're
hard.
comfortable, it's like a safety net.
Well,
like,
yeah, hell yeah.
like, oh man, I feel so safe to wrap around you.
Mm-hmm.
Around you.
Wrap around you.
Like a little burrito.
My little burrito.
But I feel that though, because like I don't like to restart either. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do get like, fuck, I don't want to restart this effort or all this kind of stuff. This time. Like I feel that like I don't want to do it. Sometimes I get afraid, but I don't know. I think I gotta get the courage when it does come to that stuff.
Like a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And like a restart can always be like a new beginning too. So
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's not like you're going back
yeah,
and then doing the whole
Mhm.
thing again.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's a good way.
New path.
New
Different
pathway.
path.
Yeah, I feel that like I'm better now because healthy relationship, happy relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like, but yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
that.
He's about to cry. That's why he's like, I gotta laugh.
I just thought of something funny, but
Oh.
yeah.
All right, I got real deep.
Yeah. Have you been in a toxic relationship?
Yes, I have. I want to like, I can't say it was all him. I think like I obviously contributed to like the toxicness towards the end of the relationship. It wasn't always like that, but like, yeah, I think towards the end, it was almost like we didn't really want to be together, but we stayed together because we were comfortable.
Mm.
And I think both of us, we were like, we've been together for a long time. And I think that was just the one thing that was just like, we have so much history that we didn't want to let go, but it wasn't good. Like things just started to get really, really bad. And yeah, I would just constantly go back though, because I was like, I want to make this work. I think I always try to see the benefit and the doubt of people too. So I'm like, I want to make this work. But after a certain point, it's just like, sometimes it just takes away from like your own like mental health and your own like energy that I was like, I can't do this anymore. And after a while I was like, I'm like choosing to hurt myself because I keep going back and like
Mhm.
getting hurt. So yeah.
I'll resonate. Yeah, when you choose to go back, you're choosing to hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not choosing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get that. That was like me in my first like serious relationship because I think it was like after like the almost 2 year mark, like an incident happened, like pretty much like she cheated on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then we like talked about it and everything, and that was like the first time anything like that had ever happened to me, right? And obviously the idealist and the romantic in me was like, okay, I'll give you a second chance because like I do like I take this serious, like I take us serious, and I want us, to continue on. But from then point on, like obviously it was not the same because that moment tainted pretty much our whole relationship, right?
Mhm.
You lost trust.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're always
So-
like wondering.
Mm-hmm.
and then when we broke up, it was like we tried to be like friends and stuff because it was like the first serious relationship I've been in. But obviously, like me, even just keeping that relationship, that tie around, was like hurting me because it's like that connection, like it's tainted from that moment
Yes.
that hurt me, right? So, like I thought it could work because that's like I just want it to work,
Mhm.
but obviously, sometimes you just gotta kind of like wake up and be like, the reality of it is, it's not
not gonna
working.
working.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
help me. So why am I still coming back to this? You
Mhm.
know?
Because deep down, everyone's a romantic. They want
That's
that
true, yeah.
Hollywood picture perfect
Mhm.
love
Yeah.
story. You know
Prince
what I'm saying?
Charming.
Yeah. You ever heard that song from Taylor Swift?
What?
Love story?
song?
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
story.
Love story? Yeah.
Love story.
Yeah. Everyone wants that to be their soundtrack, okay?
True.
But it's not true. It's more like, what song would you say is more realistic?
What's the real that? I don't know, bro.
It's, I'll come back to this.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. You want to take another shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
His face. Yo.
He's like, oh yeah, okay, maybe.
It's gonna kill the bacteria.
My Kangas
Yeah,
story?
Kangaroo is gonna be
Mhm.
gone after this.
Oh,
bro.
yeah? Okay. I come
Yeah,
back. It's just
100%.
Just more.
yeah. For those who don't know, I have like a bad canker sore right underneath my tongue.
Was it
Maybe I don't have to tell you. It's this.
TMI. I was gonna ask. I was like, "Where's it from? Brushing your teeth?"
No, I think it's from because I drank like a whole pitcher of beer shared between me and my brother. Maybe that's why. Just like I've been eating a lot of salty food too. It's just been like a lot of unhealthy shit. Which is what I'm assuming
You don't know.
develops canker sores.
I honestly no. I don't think I've ever really had one.
Really?
I don't
You
think
never
so.
had a canker sore?
Probably. I just.
Damn, you healthy.
I definitely had one from like brushing my teeth. That's why I asked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh.
salt. You gotta get the salt.
Oh, dude, that's fucking
Yeah,
Salt.
just put the
insane.
salt
it's
and
like
just
a-
rub it.
That's crazy.
My mom used to make me do that. She'd like put salt on her finger and just be like, and hold it there. I'm like, it's so painful. And she's like, just
Ow.
take it.
Yeah.
That's making me
It'll go
cringe.
away.
It'll go away.
away.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Damn. Nah. My mom just made me like swish salt water.
The gargle.
Yeah, but when I was younger, and I still hurt like a bitch. Anyways,
Yeah.
they just show what?
Take a shot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Okay. I got another one for you.
Hi.
Okay, so Carrington kind of thought of this one, but
Carrington.
Shout out to Carrington.
Hi,
yeah.
Carrington.
Okay. Have you ever dated someone that have you ever dated someone that their parents didn't like? Or like your parents Huh? Have you-
Remix.
Stupid.
Chopping screwed.
Have you dated someone that their parents didn't like you?
Wait.
Everyone.
Wait, what do you?
So the parents of the person you're with
Oh,
don't
they
like you.
didn't
Yeah.
you. Okay.
And if so, would you still like date them? Or
See them?
Yeah.
Mm.
Every girl I've it's been like that, which is crazy because I'm really good with parents. I'm lovable, guys. Okay, I'm great with parents.
Yeah,
What
you
language-
Believe
mentioned
every
this.
word he's saying right now.
Yeah, I'm great with parents, but for some fucking reason, every parent of my significant other has hated me in the past, and it started in like high school or some shit like that. I think she thought I was like a nammer. What we talked?
We talk,
Yeah, we talked about this, but I was like,
not nam nam.
yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, go watch the
You're
last
not
one.
damn no.
Yeah, watch the last one.
But that's crazy. Like this is like a fucking curse. But yeah, every single one, and I still continue to date them. Whatever. Like they
Did
would
you
just,
try anything to like make them like you?
yeah, I got them like
Get them flowers.
I got them flat. Yeah, for real. There's this
Oh,
one time,
shit.
I think I went to like my ex's birthday party, and like all her friends were there and stuff. I remember like getting something extra just for like her mom.
Yeah.
This is in high school. This is my first girlfriend, the one that really didn't like enjoy it.
Mm.
I remember like one time she was picking us up at the Metrotown, and we're just like hugging.
Yeah.
And she sees us, and she honks the horn like super loud. She's like, get in the car. I sit in the back seat, like, plug. And then she just starts screaming, "You guys are too young to be touching each other. You guys are too young to be hugging each other." And I was like,
Jesus.
"Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to. I just tripped and fell. I swear."
She caught
She caught me. We're just hugging. It was so innocent, but she was like, "You guys are too young." And so I tried to like make it up,
Right.
and it didn't work.
That's
She
crazy.
thought I was trying to bribe her.
Oh my
Like, where'd you get the money to buy this? Some on drugs? And I was like,
I work
Fucking
really
damn.
hard.
I work hard.
I work hard, bro.
I get paid $10 an hour.
Yeah.
I spent my whole paycheck on this.
It's for my dad's stash, but it's
Yeah, it's like that. He does the drug selling, not me.
not me. It's a family business.
Yeah. But yeah. So I tried.
Dang.
Or have you guys ever dated someone that your parents didn't like?
Yeah. 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 My mom like did not like him at all. But I think like I came to find that out on my own. I was like,
Mm.
yeah, he was an asshole after a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I feel like it's different though for like I feel like all the parents have liked me, like whoever I
Mm.
dated, but like maybe it's different like if someone had a daughter and like
Yeah.
they're seeing
I
like
think it's definitely that too.
right? Like
Yeah.
they're more protective over like their daughter.
Yeah.
Because men are dogs. I see.
Ruff, ruff.
Yeah. I always feel like,
And dads know, you know. They
just
I'm
know.
pretty sure
Yeah.
they're dogs.
Because they're dogs in the
They're
past.
dogs too.
They're dogs.
Dog
That's what
recognize dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dog recognize dog. You walk in, he just looks at me. Oh, woo. I was like,
That's That's fucking
Yeah, my girl and the mom's like, what the fuck?
What is going on here? No, but I feel like in every past relationship I've been in, like it's always just been afraid of the dad.
The dad?
Like the dad is just intimidating because it's like, it's
Yeah.
the daughter. It could be like if that's the only daughter in the house, like they're daddy's girl, right? So like they're gonna be super protective over their daughter. But like over time, like they've warmed up to me. But it's always in that first initial like interaction up until maybe like the first year of us like going out. Then it's I'm afraid to go there because I know he's just gonna be giving me the death glare type thing,
Yeah.
You're like saying,
Yeah.
I think he is.
My when I first started dating my boyfriend now, Mark, his name. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Um,
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
But he had like a neck tattoo and he was getting all his tattoos, and I just didn't want my mom to like base him off of that. So he actually like wore like something to cover himself.
Turtleneck?
Yeah, like before like we
Dang.
met, before he met my mom, or like as he was meeting my mom. But like my mom got to know him first, and then after he like showed more of his tattoos, and she was like, "Oh, you have tattoos." But I think it was just like she was able to kind of like, I don't know, like see his personality more than just like judging.
Right.
I feel like Asian parents always
The
judge, but
unconscious
like
bias.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
always judge.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Always.
tattoos,
like
yo.
always,
Tattoos,
yeah.
You're a gang
piercings.
member.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
First initial thought, you're a gang member.
Yeah.
The where your teardrops at.
Has that ever happened with Papa?
No, I think like Papa didn't like my last relationship. He was only like, cause he came. I had a birthday party at our dad's place, and it's like he didn't prominently go up to him to like introduce himself and stuff. Whereas like Mark, like my boyfriend now, like he was just like, he would go up to him and be like, "Oh, like hi Tito, like how's
Yeah.
your day?" Like, and just really talk to him. Like
Right.
I think one of the days I slept over or something, like Mark went out to like help our dad like with something outside, and like he just like actively wanted to like get to know him and like ask him stuff. So I think Papa didn't like my ex, but yeah, so that was it.
Yeah, just so
But
you
he
guys
like
know.
never voices things. I just feel like I see it off of him.
Yeah.
And like I know, like
Like our dad doesn't say much,
yeah.
but like you can see it in
You
his
can see
face.
it.
Like, it's very clear, like, oh yeah, he's like annoyed or he's mad.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh yeah, he's happy. Like it's just in his face.
Yeah,
Like, you
it
can
is.
see it.
That's hilarious. You just give a legend to your significant others.
This is what
Yeah, it's like
his face looks
alright.
like that.
yeah.
Just
You
pictures.
see this
They're
face?
stage.
You're in a
you
good. You're good.
You're
You
good.
see this face? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's crazy though because it doesn't change a lot, but it's like we can tell
Yeah.
like
It's like subtleties.
subtle
It's so
differences.
subtle, but you're just like,
Ah.
oh shit, like yeah,
Start drafting
Wow.
off that legend.
yeah.
But did you keep dating them, even though like one of your parents didn't like them?
The one that my mom like didn't like, yeah, I did keep dating them for a while, and she's like, I mean, who's she to say like you can and cannot date? So she just didn't like the fact that I was seeing this person. And like I said, I found out for myself why she didn't
Right.
like him. And then for my last ex, with Papa meeting him and stuff, like I still saw him for a little bit, but yeah, I think it was like closer to the end of the relationship when it ended anyway. So yeah.
Because I was gonna say like, if my parents didn't like someone that I was dating, and like really voiced it, I don't think I would be like,
Yeah, would you believe what their parents say and like
yeah, I don't think I would. I would keep trying and like see it for myself
Mhm.
until like, okay, like, fuck, okay, you're right, whatever
right?
type shit.
That's like when your homies say like doesn't look good. They try to give you the heads up,
Yeah.
but then you're like, oh, whatever.
It's because you got to see for yourself.
Yeah.
Even like in any situation, I feel like you can tell somebody like this is not good for you, but they have to like go through it themselves to really find out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, but have you guys dated or like, if could you date somebody or like, let's say potentially marry someone that your parents didn't like?
Oh, like didn't approve of.
Yeah.
100%.
You married
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Even though your
Because
parents.
my parents. Yeah, I don't give a shit. My parents.
My parents
You're
fucking
like, it's
got
all
it.
about me.
Yeah.
They just gotta deal with
Like,
it.
they just gotta do it because my parents really want me to date a Vietnamese chick.
I see.
You know, it's like that
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like they
yeah,
just want to
yeah,
be able
yeah,
to
yeah.
like oh, she's Vietnamese. We're Vietnamese. Let's
Yeah,
go,
yeah, yeah.
Vietnamese. They're like, that's what they want.
Yo, Vietnamese.
Yeah,
Yo,
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Actually, my dad is funny. He wants me to date a white chick. He wants to date a white chick only because he wants to eat more steak. And he thinks if I date a white girl, she will cook more steak for him.
That's
I was like-
crazy.
That's hilarious.
That's
bro.
crazy.
I was like,
He's like, get colonized.
yeah, you can do it. I'm sick of pho.
Yo, that's just so good though. I mean,
I'm sick of bun boy. I'm sick of all this shit. Oh,
I
some
want steak.
cold hard steak and some
Steak and
mashed
mashed
potatoes. Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
I was like, okay, dad, calm down there.
It's so funny.
Yes, I don't.
so you can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
about you?
for me, I think it's different because like obviously like my mom and I, it's just been always us
Mhm.
like forever. So I feel like if my mom didn't approve the person that I was with or like who I was potentially gonna marry,
Mhm.
that would leave a big impact on me.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, whoa, shit, my mom doesn't like her.
Mhm.
Like what is it? I think that would just like keep me on my toes to like figure out like what you said for myself, like
How to connect.
yeah, and like what it is that my mom doesn't like about this person, you know?
Mhm.
But maybe if like I don't know, if I really love that person and like I know the connection's strong and like I know it's whatever, then I might obviously go against what my mom says. But I think it's just situational at that point.
I think so. Yeah, I think I would go against my parents though. 100%. I think my relationship, yeah, like they take a big part of like, you know, for me. And then but it doesn't change anything in my relationship. Like them being there, it's like, okay, like I respect them, I respect everything, but this is my life, this is how I want to live it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, I don't know, I don't want to take too many like points from like people to like tell me how I want to like live it.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, especially like with my parents, because I
Mhm.
do respect them, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It is what
sorry.
it is.
Like, yeah, like my parents, obviously they want me to date like a Filipino girl,
Right.
but I'm like, I'm happy. They see I'm happy, and then they're obviously making that adjustment. I'm like,
Right.
okay, this is.
Like characters not Filipino.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Oh, shit.
I thought she was really pale.
Yeah, yeah. He was mad too.
That's funny.
Have you guys like snuck around like around your significant other's parents to like
Oh,
you know like be in the house without them knowing and shit like that?
dude.
Okay, tell us.
Oh my god. My
Oh,
first
Jesus
time was like
Christ.
it was so scary because I came over like early because her parents like go out to like work and stuff, right? And I think I was gonna drop her off at the airport or something like that. And we're just like chilling in her room. And while we're chilling in the room, we hear like the
Oh,
door
like the-
open.
Oh no.
Oh,
Like
shit.
like the apartment door open.
Mhm.
I was like,
All senses.
yeah,
He's like, how do I get out?
yeah, it's like the meerkat just. And the thing is, her apartment's like
It's an
it's,
apartment.
it's an apartment. I can't
It's an
just
apartment.
jump
I can't just go.
Jump out.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah,
Like a
fuck,
flight
fuck.
score. Yeah, purple out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really Buttercup. So like, she's like, okay, let's calm down. And I was like, oh fuck, what's happening? And then you hear her mom like call for her. She never goes into the room, luckily, but she
Mm.
calls for her. She's like, hey, like, are you awake? And then she's like, she puts on the best performance of her life. Okay,
Oscar winning?
Oscar winning. She
Yeah.
gives the best I'm sleepy voice I've ever heard. Hey mom, like so good. I was like,
Damn. That later?
yeah, and then
Yo, do you deserve that shit?
and then I was like, okay, just go and see her. And I just like cover myself in the blanket, and I try to like, and then she goes out and she's talking for like a couple minutes and stuff. The entire time, if she comes in this room, how do I make myself one with the bed? Do I lay flat? No, I'm too big. Oh, just plushies. Okay, I'm gonna put the plushies on top of me. So that,
Strategize.
yeah, I gotta strategize. Like, okay, like this is gonna look like a plushie lump, you know? And I was like, so, and then she left, so she never caught me.
Ah,
That was before like I met her parents. I didn't want her parents like that.
the first time. to meet
Yeah,
your
the
parents
first
is that?
time like, oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
snuck a
yeah.
boy over, like
Yeah.
that's Nammer shit right there.
Fucking hilarious.
I've had to like jump a fence out of the house once.
Oh my god.
And it was like, this was like back in high school. And same type of thing. We were like in her room because her parents are out, and I think her dad came home like a little bit early. The door, like her room was on the other side of the house, so like would have time to like go through the kitchen, go through the back, right?
Mhm.
So she like stalled her dad. She's like when I go out there, just like go this way, go that way, and I'll meet you out in the alley, like type thing. And I'll pretend I'm gonna leave or something. So she like stalls her dad. I fucking run through the kitchen, jump the fucking porch fence, and then like book it through the alley and like down the street, bro.
Wow. Did she
That's
meet you in the
crazy.
alley?
And she met me like in the park like later, and I was like,
Oh, she met you after.
yeah. And I was like, that gave me so much anxiety. Like you have no idea.
Ran like Usain Bolt.
Yeah, dude, like
It's a fucking movie. Right?
Yeah,
You just jump,
literally.
zoom.
The flash.
Yeah.
that shit was so scary.
That. I wouldn't. I don't
And
know.
I think at the same time, I didn't meet her parents yet, so like
Mm.
I didn't want that to be the first time to meet.
Yeah. No, you never want to like
Never.
be like
Yeah.
coming out of the room like, oh,
Like,
And she's
Hey,
like,
tita.
This is
You know
this is so
what I'm
insane.
Yeah, that awkward fucking interaction.
Yeah.
Hell no. I don't think I have like crazy. Okay, me and my ex, we were doing a deed.
oh
Place.
no. No, that was my literally. I was gonna say that was my worst fear. If I ever was like committing sin, and like
Committing shit.
her parents come in, like I would just kill myself. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Right
okay,
there.
yeah, like we were doing the
Ow.
deed, and we were getting like really into it, like
As you should.
just
Like
just
bedrock.
foreplay. Yeah, just foreplay,
Oh.
right?
Wait.
But then I was never allowed to be in like at her place, like by herself, whatever. And then her mom comes home, and like, bro, I'm like butt naked, like, bro, you don't even know how fast I was, like put on all my clothes, and then
You pull up the Bible. You're like, oh hi, tita.
yeah, and like can't even like close the door type shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, so she opens the door, and then her mom walks by, and I'm just like dressed, sitting on the bed, just like this.
So you met the mom.
Yeah, so I actually ran into the mom.
Damn.
And then she was like, "Oh, hi. Like, who are you?" I just introduced myself.
Did you monocle?
No.
Dude,
Yeah.
that should have been
The
that's the play,
disrespect.
bro.
Yeah.
Is that a play?
I
Yeah.
never. I don't know. I've never really done that shit. Like
If you were,
with
if you,
family
if you were the
gatherings.
Filipino person, like,
But what if you're not
It's just out of
Filipino?
if you're, it's just out of
You should just
respect.
do it
Yeah.
anyways.
Like they'll tell you,
Yeah.
like,
They'll be
if-
like, oh,
Because I know about it, but I was like,
You should.
isn't it weird if
but
I do it?
they'll respect you so much
Oh
more
my
if you
God,
did that.
yeah.
off
Like
the
if you
first
just
jump.
know it.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're not Filipino, they'll be
Yeah.
like, wow, who is this person?
Brownie points, bro.
Wow.
Brownie points for this one.
Yeah, we do like that. But yeah, I met the mom, and then yeah, I just chilled like in the living room. We watched a movie all together, and I'm just like,
All together?
All together?
Damn.
yeah, and I'm just like, yo, can I just leave now? I feel
It's
so,
Yeah,
so
it was
awkward.
so
I
awkward.
feel so
That's
awkward.
That is so awkward.
Yeah, and then we broke up. Not right after, but
Okay, I was like,
yeah, I can't do this
was
no
that that
more.
awkward?
That should give me too much anxiety.
Mom's
Yeah.
weird. Bye.
yeah.
Your mom's
Your mom's weird as fuck, yo. How the fuck she come home early?
Damn.
How dare she come over?
That's crazy. Yo.
How come-
Did you tell them?
Yeah, this was like a long time ago though, but yeah, I had like a guy over, and at the time I had like a stepdad, and he like came home early, same thing, and like yeah, we were chilling in my bedroom, but like I think I tried enough to cover everything, but I didn't hide the shoes, and so he knocked on the bedroom door, and he was like, "Who the fuck is here?" And I was like, "No one," and I literally like opened up the crack of the door. I was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm chilling in the bedroom," and he was like, "No, who the fuck is here?" And then he like. But like, luckily, I like hid my boyfriend at the time like in the closet. But it like the closet doesn't even close; it like stays open. But I just like pushed him in like midst of
Just
clothes, and I was
literally
just
behind all the
fucking yeah.
clothes.
And he was just like, yeah, he came in like, and he was just like, "Let me see, I want to see everything." And he was like trying to search around the closet, but I was like trying to just like distract him away. I was like, "There's no one fucking here. Like, I'm not crazy." Like, yeah, and like.
Gaslight.
Yeah, straight up.
You
Yo,
gaslit
you're
him.
crazy. Yeah, and he was like, "Who's those shoes?" And I was like, "Yo, I borrowed it from a fucking friend." Like, I was just, like,
Damn.
just saying some shit, and like, but like he left like luckily he was a smoker. My stepdad was a smoker, and he was like, "I'm gonna have a fucking cigarette," and so he like
Just
left
stepped out.
outside. Yeah, and like I like had him just like leave. I was like, "You should go now. It's time to go."
Did you take the shoes?
Oh hell yeah! I like put the shoes. I gave the shoes back to him like in the closet, and I was like, "Yeah, you should go now."
But what if did your stepdad question the shoes disappearing?
Yeah, I was just like, dude, I like threw the shoes.
I could chuck the shoes somewhere. I didn't want them
Obviously,
anymore.
like I 100% my stepdad knew, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, how else do you fucking explain that? But I was just like,
It's the
Still
shoe.
trying to
the
gaslight
shoes
him
will give it
anyways.
away.
Shoes.
It's always the
I
shoes,
was like,
man.
what the fuck?
It's always the shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had to hide also once, like in a townhouse, and there's like 3 floors, right? And then I came over at a time when I guess the dad was at work, and then he like I didn't know he came home like for a break, right? But so I had to like go downstairs into her brother's like room because they shared like the basement floor or whatever, and like hide in their bathroom. She's like, as I was running down the stairs, she's like, "Grab your shoes, grab your shoes." I was like, "Okay," and then like I think he like went down into the basement, but like I was in the bathroom like so I was there for a solid like 10-15 minutes,
Mhm.
and I was like, I just have to wait until I was given the signal to like this is
Signal.
good, like I can come out now, you know? Yeah, literally. It's like you're in the fucking military, bro. Like,
Fucking, that's so scary. You know it's real when they start
gives me
saying
too much anxiety, man. Like,
Yeah.
I
It's like your
can't.
heart beating out of your chest.
Yeah, I was
It's like
like,
when you
if-
play hide and seek and you're like,
Yeah,
just fucking-
yeah,
but
but worse.
yeah, way
Yeah.
worse.
way worse.
Like if the dad, I just don't know like what would have happened if like the parent caught me. You know, that's just
What
always.
would happen? Like, what? They're gonna beat you or some shit?
I don't know, man.
I don't
Just
know.
scold
You
you,
never
right?
know.
But I just feel
guess.
also bad, like say if I were to sleep over at my significant other's place without the parents' permission, it's like kind of like a respect thing,
Mhm.
you know. Like obviously, like
Like their household.
you know,
Mhm.
I don't want to just invade because so having if I were to like sneak in and sneak out and like really trying to be caught, then that just gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's just the awkwardness of meeting them
yeah,
when they don't know
especially
you're
like
there.
that,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Imagine, because for me, it's like if you're gonna see them for a long time, you don't want the first time of the whole relationship
yeah,
to be coming out butt naked out of the
Yeah.
room, like, oh, hi.
Hi.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking
drenched.
drenched. Yeah, just woo.
It's like, oh, that
I
was-
did some work in there. Yeah, like
And they're like, what? What'd you say?
What did you
We're doing Pilates.
say? Yeah, hot yoga.
That's
What's up?
crazy.
How much?
We're at an hour now.
I was like, take a break.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, that's been an hour. Wow.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, take a little
Yes.
break.
Take a break. BRB.
All right, we back.
Yeah, I want to try
I'll have a
this.
sip.
Can
Wait,
try
did
it.
you press record?
Shout out to Dank Mart.
Shout out Dang Mart.
Yeah,
bro.
Dank Mart.
Me working and shit.
Yeah.
I will say you guys have really funny candy. I said it last time too, but the last time I walked in there, I saw this like foot lollipop.
Yes, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
The one that you dip in.
Yeah, you dip in the sugar and you like lick it off. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, you guys are teaching kids some shit.
No, but like
It's like a
I remember-
seltzer.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It smells good, right? Smell it?
Oh, it's like sour peach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it,
It is a
tastes like
sour
a
peach though. It's a sour peach candy
Oh.
ale.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. Oh my god,
like a Maynard's.
that like the sour peach.
Yeah, literally.
It actually, it's amazing.
Damn,
Yo.
Oh my god,
that's good.
that is
One's
really
for
good.
you.
Thanks. I probably won't finish it though, so I'm just gonna leave.
I'll always be here for you.
But here you go. Thank Mark.
Dank
Love
Mart.
Dang Mart. That's my love.
I,
Yeah.
I've seen like a lot of those shops pop up a lot more, like those like
Exotic bodegas.
Mhm.
yeah exotic bodegas.
They have one in Surrey too.
Yeah, snack plug.
Snack
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Plug, Snack Attack, one like downtown. Wonder what made it like.
So popular. I have no idea.
I guess it's just like it's just snacks that you can't get from here, right? They're all imported from the States or like Asia and stuff
Mm,
too.
true.
So
You have a favorite snack there?
I have a favorite snack.
'Cause you get to try all.
It's a drink. It's called the Mela drink. It tastes like cantaloupe juice.
Mellow drink?
It's called
Oh.
Mela. Yeah.
Mela.
But it's like
Oh,
a,
it's like
it's
melon
like
juice?
watermelon and passion fruit together. Yeah, they're like the small
Oh.
startup company in the States. And then Dankmart poached them and was like, we'll buy a couple. And so but
That
they've
sounds
been
really
selling
good.
really good. They taste like, have you had that like cantaloupe juice from like the Philippines before?
I think so.
It's kind of like that.
Oh,
It's very like a very nostalgic like taste.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
damn, Dang Mart. Dang Mart's too sweet.
It's
but-
dangerous being there,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
but it's real
bet.
good.
You just see something cool and you're like, oh shit, I want to try that.
Yeah, actually, like,
Yeah.
you just walk around there for. I mean, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Well, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking delicious.
I think they got like everyone who like love Dunkaroos because you can't get Dunkaroos anymore.
Yeah.
Like in the grocery store.
Okay, but like side note, you can at Save On. So
Can you really?
yes, you can get a box
Shit.
from there.
Not like I'm gonna buy it. But I'm like, damn,
I didn't
good to
know that, 'cause I
yo.
just didn't know it.
You can.
Oh shit!
Dunkaroos are still
I
around.
just thought it was like you can only get them at those
Like stores,
yeah,
right?
stores now. But interesting.
Save Ons.
Save on.
You have a
on
Save Ons
food.
right there, right?
Yeah.
Downstairs? Yeah.
Sick.
I've never
No,
seen
no.
Dunkaroos there though.
Look in the like, you know where they sell do you remember the Scooby snacks? Like the Scooby gummies?
Yeah.
I think so.
Or sorry, is it Scooby?
Roll ups and stuff.
Yeah, like it's in that same
The
aisle.
school snacks.
Yes.
School
Yes,
snacks.
yes.
Ah,
Also, did you know that in the new like Scooby Doo, Shaggy shaved his head?
really?
So he like
What?
doesn't have like the long hair anymore.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
right. Wasn't that so weird? I just was watching it with my niece the other day and I was like, why is Shaggy like he has a military like buzz cut?
What?
the f-
Yeah.
That's fuck.
But I'm like,
Doesn't make
that-
sense. His name is Shaggy, not Shavy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's crazy. What the hell?
Do you guys remember that like live action Scooby Doo movie?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
loved it.
Oh,
Iconic.
yeah,
I love
actually,
that.
Yeah.
I s-
I had a
do you
major
realize
crush
that
on
like
Velma.
Shaggy is like a huge
Stoner.
stoner in that movie?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why you
They're
always
like-
want snacks with
The
Scooby.
Scooby snacks, bro. Those are
Yeah,
edibles, man.
Yeah.
Those are
edible.
fucking edible. He's
100%.
feeding it to dogs.
That's fucking hilarious, yo.
Shit, should we take this shot? We didn't even take it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You guys
Yeah.
wanted to get more drunk.
Back,
Let's do it.
We
Yeah,
back.
We back in and better.
back in and better.
Cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
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 Want your
Cheers.
bands,
Come
brother.
on.
Cheers.
Ooh. Alright, we back.
Mhm.
What
What's
was that?
up? What's up? What's
You're
up? What's
talking-
up?
What
We're
were
talking
we
about,
talking
like
about?
It's like the
sneak-
parents.
Yeah, sneaking in.
I know you snuck out of our old house.
Oh, all the time. Like I
wanna
would
tell that
like
story?
borrow the car and I wasn't even like legal to drive
Oh,
yet.
shit.
I didn't even have I think I had my L. I got caught once actually. I didn't have my headlights on and I
It's
was
like
driving.
our dad's car too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and a cop actually pulled me over and she's like, "You don't have your headlights." And I had an L at the time, and she was like, "You're not supposed to be driving by yourself." It was around like 12 a.m. I was
Mm.
gonna go pick up a friend, and I was just like, "Oh, I practice driving at night because it's less cars." And she's like, "Okay." She was like, "I'm gonna let you off this one time. I won't call your parents." And I was like, "Please don't." I was so scared that she was gonna
Damn.
call like my dad or our dad because oh my god, he's so scary. But this one time I did take it out. He didn't even tell me, and I just got home and he was waiting in the kitchen. Like just yeah, I just opened the door and he's just waiting there. And I was like, "Why are you awake?" And he was like, "Where have you been?" And I was just like,
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Dun,
but even
dun.
after getting caught, I'd be like, "Lloyd, where's your bike? Where do you store your bike?"
Oh my god.
And he's like in downstairs in the storage room. Why? And I like would take the bike to like sneak out because I didn't have the car anymore. And
Bro,
like,
she like planned this whole thing too. It was crazy.
dude,
I was young. So
I'd
she
be
was
like,
like,
"Where's
"Where's
your
your bike?" And then, okay, I told her. Okay, blah,
he's
blah,
so
blah.
innocent. Too.
Yeah,
He's like,
I was like,
"It's downstairs."
I was so small. And then like she like we have like this screen door that's like loud as fuck when you like open it and close it. She was like she prepped it so like it had like a stopper on it.
Yeah, and it
She
was
left
already
it open?
creaked. Like,
Yeah, so it doesn't creak. So she put it there. Boom. Middle of the night, I just hear her fucking like waking up and going out. Stole the bike. Yo, bruh.
I would bike over the Patulo Bridge because we were living by where's it like in US like Burnaby.
Burnaby, yeah. We're living in Burnaby, like by STM, if you guys know that.
Oh, I know that.
It's like Langley Farm.
Yeah, and so like I would literally like bike over the bridge and just see friends. Like, oh my god, yeah, it
Damn.
was just messed
Yeah.
up. I'd be like, "Where's the key to the storage?" And he's like, "Oh, we hold all of our keys in here." And I was just like, "Okay, thank you." He was so innocent. He didn't know anything that was going on. Like, oh man, yeah.
Yeah, and then my mom told me, and she was like, "Oh, why'd you tell her?" I was like, I didn't
You're
know
like,
she was
"I
gonna
don't
do that.
I just live here.
I'm just here.
I'm just living. The hell? Why did I get flamed?
Damn.
I remember too. I got like caught shoplifting one time, and
Jesus.
oh my
Damn.
gosh, yeah. And my dad came to pick me up, and oh my, he was so mad. And like we got home, and like I could just see Lloyd. He's like, "What happened, Tate?" And I was, or like Manang, and I was just like, my dad just fucking leave it. Like
Just fucking
Like
leave
he
her.
was just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I was the worst influence.
Yeah.
I paved the way though.
Yeah.
Paved the
Things-
way.
Made things easy.
Started shoplifting. I'm playing.
I accidentally shoplifted one time.
How do you accidentally shoplift?
I was young. We're at a Blockbuster. If you remember what that is.
my God.
Blockbuster.
You got a movie?
So I was like there with my siblings, my half siblings, my sister and my brother, and they're just like wandering the store. And I was walking around, and I was really into this show called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mhm.
And I found this movie. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh
the
movie,
movie?
and I was like, oh, it's all shiny and shit. I was like, I have to get this. And I asked my parent, my siblings. I was like, hey, can we like rent this? Like, no, we're not gonna rent that. They're like, oh, I went back and I just looked at it, and I didn't even know how long I looked at it for. I think I looked at it for like maybe 15 minutes because I was like, I really want this. Okay, I'm gonna ask them again. And I look around, they're gone. They're not even in the store. I was like, where did they go? Oh, you know what? They probably just walked out. So me being like young, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ask them. I'm gonna find them and ask them. So I walk out of the store with the DVD in my hands, looking for my siblings to ask them if I can rent it again. And I just kept walking. I was like, oh man, where are they? Like they are so far gone. I kept walking. And at one point, I ran into a cop. And the cop was like, hey, did you come from the Blockbuster? I was like, oh yeah. Like, oh, we were looking for you. I was like, oh, why? And it turns out my siblings went back to find me because they forgot about me. And they had to call the cops because they thought someone took me. And I was like, and then the cops came and they're like taking care of me. And then my siblings coming to pick me up. And I was still like, so can I rent this movie?
After all that,
And they're like, no, we're going to return this. And I was like, what the fuck?
After all that.
After all that, you think they would just give it to the kid, you know?
Yeah.
I would have stuffed it under my arm. I thought you were gonna say that like they were like, hey, you stole something.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Yeah,
too.
you're
Yeah.
probably so
Well, no, I was
scared.
so innocent. I don't know. I was just like, why are these cops all on me right now?
Yeah, get the fuck off me, man.
Are you gonna rent this movie for me?
No.
I've never shoplifted anything or
Yeah,
like
we
took
get it,
anything.
You're an angel. You don't do anything
Goody
bad.
two-shoe,
I'm just too
okay.
scared too. I think I'm afraid to like get caught. That's why.
Yeah.
But I remember one time, one of my best friends, Kaylin, we were about to go on this like trail walk, like back in high school or something, and we went to like the superstore beforehand to go like grab stuff, and then we're gonna head out. And then I remember like the week before, a homie that we were with like took something from that superstore, like a candy bar or something like that, a snack, and then he got away with it, right? So he thought he could do the same thing like the week after, because he's like, oh, like he did it week before, I can do the same thing. And then there was like a secret shopper, like in the aisle, the same aisle as us. And then so when he like took it, put it in his bag, and you were about to all walk out, this random guy comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, grabs him by like the shirt. He's like, what did you take? What did you take? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like so scared. He's like, what? And he's like, I'm gonna take you in to like for questioning or whatever. And then
Secret shopper? What's that?
it's just like somebody that's disguised as like
A shopper.
a customer or something. That's
Yeah.
actually like a cop
Yeah.
looking for people that are like shoplifting and shit like that.
What a waste of time.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
don't have
people-
anything better
people
to
do
do?
that, though.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
then we were like waiting for him for like almost half an hour. And it's like, are you gonna come with us? Like, are we still gonna go out to this thing? He's like, my mom gonna come pick me up. Like, I was like, oh shit, bro.
Yeah.
All for a chocolate bar.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh my god.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I used to work at Old Navy, and so they always taught us to like not go after people who steal.
Yeah.
Like, and so when I did get caught, that one time it was like actually at Shoppers, I got caught, and like the guy, he's like some Filipino Tito actually. He caught me and he was just like, hey, you stole some makeup. And I was like, you're not supposed to stop me, you know that. And I was like, Tito, please. I was like, please don't tell me. I was like, Tito, please don't tell me.
not supposed to start begging.
Please. And he was like, no, he was like, you're coming back. Like, he's like, you're not supposed to do this. But yeah, I'd always try to use that excuse. I'd be like, you're not supposed to stop us. But
Never
well,
works.
here- obviously not. I still got caught.
There's some righteous people out there. They're like, stop. This is my store right now. Shoppers is my district.
They feel like the
They
shit.
do
Yeah.
though. I felt like that's what that Tito felt like. He was like,
power
no,
trip.
you're not allowed to.
Tito,
Yeah.
please.
That's
Tito,
crazy.
please.
That's like when a Filipino recognizes you when they work in the place. It's like, oh, can I get a discount? Like, just
Yeah,
because
they
you're
start helping
Filipino.
you.
Yeah.
And it's like, not just because I'm Filipino and like you're Filipino, like you think I'm gonna give you a discount because you're
Yeah,
Filipino?
like,
like,
no.
Discount.
Some
Can I have
Filipino
the
yeah, like, is there a
discount?
discount on this? And I'm like, No, like
That's
Just lie to
crazy.
them. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm Indian.
Hablo no English.
Yeah, hablo no inglés.
That's crazy. I actually I stole from TNT once, and I regret it. But the story was, me and my friends went to TNT, and we just wanted like a bunch of candy. We just stole a bunch, and then we got approached by like the secret shopper,
Mm.
and he confronted us because our plan was to like steal a bunch, but then pay for like a little bit, right? So we're at the
So it looks
cashier.
like you.
And I'm already like paying for
Yeah.
everything. He came up to us and was like, "Hey, I saw you steal." I was like, "No, I didn't do anything." I'm like gaslighting him like crazy.
You too.
gotta get
You
you
too.
gotta
You're
get the
gaslighting.
gaslighting in, bro.
Bro, I was like, "Yo, I didn't do anything." And then like I went into my pocket and like emptied it, but like, I had like the candy in my hand. I
used to
pulled it
do
out.
that shit.
Terrible. Terrible. You guys are terrible.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I went in my pocket and then like pretended like I emptied it, showed him that there was like nothing there, put it back in. I was like, "Bro, like I'm just paying for my shit. Like just let us leave." And then like I threatened to be like, "Yo, give me your manager. I'm gonna fucking talk to him. I'm gonna get you
Oh my
fucking
God.
Oh,
fired."
you went Karen on him.
Yeah, I went Karen on
him.
I was like, as soon as he like went to go get like a manager, we just dipped. It's like, I don't want to handle that.
Smart.
So
That's how you get them.
yeah, but
Jeez.
never stealing at TNT ever again. I love
Don't
TNT.
shoplift,
Did you
guys.
ever like get banned at all?
No. I hope Zoomies never watches this because
Oh my god, me
Zoomies.
too, bruh.
Motherfucker. You're wild.
You look
Zoom
terrible.
low key though, like I remember like the Zoomies first opened up in Park Royal in West Van. Anybody I knew was stealing from that store because it was so easy.
It was so easy. Like you
Supposedly,
literally
I've never
just
done it,
grab a
but-
bunch of shit, put it on, go like in the change room, put on your normal clothes. I don't like this. Walk out.
Yeah, it was like they would do that.
I used to rip that like sensor tag off the clothes. Like,
Crazy.
yeah, man.
You guys are going to hell.
Basically.
And I
See
used,
you there,
I used to
bro.
love. I don't know why. I used to love stealing like.
Yeah, just stop right there.
Okay.
Just stop right there.
Yeah, maybe
I
I
used
should
to
stop.
love
Don't
stealing.
steal. Don't
used to love
steal. Okay,
stealing.
like
Nah, yeah, that
Stealing
is
people's
bad.
hearts, yeah.
Yeah.
Steal hearts.
That's crazy. I don't know why I like to steal. Never heard that.
I think it was just the rush, like the rush.
I think it was.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
You guys
Sometimes
are
like I never
seekers.
even like
Also-
like the shit.
When I saw like a price tag and I was like, yeah, I can have. I was like, I'm gonna get that for free. I was like,
Yeah.
That's
I
thrill.
was like,
Challenge.
nah.
Challenge.
$3.99.
That's crazy.
Challenge
Free
accepted.
99.
Challenge
The
accepted.
5-finger discount though.
Yeah.
So
That is crazy.
yeah, don't steal, guys.
Yeah, stealing is bad. Never
That's
again.
crazy.
Don't steal. My craziest one was I did it in the States. I went to Bellingham and
That's-
like I stole from Zoomies, Vans, like, but it was Zoomies that caught me. Like, yeah, they're like, where's that shirt that you wanted? And I like pull it out of the bag. I was like, what fucking shirt? I was like, I don't even have a shirt. I was like, this is all the shit I bought, but all of that stuff I stole too. And no, they took me to the back and they're just like, you know, we could charge you like because you're not like you're not American,
You're
right?
right.
And like, oh my god, that scared me. I had to go to like court. I got a lawyer and everything because I was just so like I was scared. But yeah, they were just like
Damn.
the lawyer represented me as like she's just like a sweet innocent girl. She doesn't know what she's doing. Like, and I just stood there just like, yeah, I'm innocent. I don't know what to do.
That's wild.
Yeah, and that point I was just like, yeah, no, I can't
That's
do this
so
anymore. Yeah. So don't steal, guys.
Damn. Don't steal in America.
Don't
That's what
steal in
you're saying.
America.
Don't steal in America.
Actually, that's so funny because there was one time when I was a kid, like my mom and I were coming back from the States. I think we're coming back from like Florida or something, but we like flew to Seattle and we are driving from Seattle back home, right? We get to the border, we give them our passports, and then the officer's like looks at it, and then he like calms somebody, and then he's like, "Can you guys pull over there?" And we're like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Can you guys just step into this room, like whatever?" And then he pulls me out from my mom. She's like, "Can I talk to you real quick?" And I was like, "I'm like 7 years old." And he's like, "Can I talk to you?" I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And then he's like interrogating me, and he's like, "So how long you been living with your mom?" And I was like,
7 years.
I was like, "Just forever? Like why?" And then so pretty much they thought my mom stole me because we have different last names.
Yeah.
Because my name is Enriquez for my dad, and she kept her last name De La Cruz, right? So he saw our thing, and he was like, "There's a kid in the back seat that doesn't match the last name of the mom, right?" So, when they were questioning me, they're questioning my mom too in another room, and then she had to call my dad to like fax. It was like when fax was still a thing.
Yeah.
The fax over a letter,
Yeah.
like saying like she has custody over him,
Yeah.
like it's fine, like don't need to worry about it. But when she told me that, like after, I was like, they thought you stole me? Like
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Just blatantly stealing a
Yeah.
child across the border.
I have a similar story. Like, I had a stepdad when I was young, and he used to take us, like me, camping all the time, like me and my mom. But like sometimes it would just be me and him. But I brought my friend at the time, and we were really young. Like I want to say like early elementary school. But we had both written out notes from our parents saying like we're like they're allowing us to go with this person, right? But yeah, at the border they pulled us like aside because like my friend and I, we were just sitting in the back, but it's just like my stepdad's like this white guy, right? Like, and they like pulled us aside and they're like, "Is this really your dad?" Like he was asking, they're asking me like, "Do you know this guy?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "That's my dad." Like, but like they just thought like he was like kidnapping us.
Right.
Yeah. It was just crazy. I was so similar story because I was just like, what the fuck? I was like so young and being interrogated,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know what's
I
happening.
don't know what's going
I was
on.
like,
I'm just
"What's
in this
going on?"
room, like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Big ups on the cops though, doing their job. You
Doing
know,
their job.
you know, like
They are doing their
what if
job.
what if it actually happened?
because
You
no, it's true.
know what I mean?
That's true.
So-
That's true.
But yeah, going over the border, I had a lot of alcohol in my car because I came from like a party, and then I had like a lot of weed as well. And this is when it was like legal and shit. And I didn't know that I had it. But then after I went over the border, like I look in my trunk, I just see fucking alcohol all over my fucking what's it called? My trunk. It was just like open.
Oh,
And then
oh.
yeah. I'm like, oh shit. Like I didn't even know that this shit was here. I thought I was gonna I thought I
But they
could've-
didn't stop you.
No, they didn't stop me at all.
They
So
use
I
you
was
as a
like,
mule, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Put,
they
a
use you as a
tracker on
mule.
me, you know?
Throw that shit in.
You'll
You'll be fine.
Crazy. I was like, oh shit. Can I go to jail for this? I'm like, fuck it.
Probably.
100%.
So we drank all the alcohol, smoked everything, and then
No
And then-
evidence. No evidence, bro.
They
Yeah.
drove right after. Oh,
Oh.
fuck. I'm
That-
definitely not gonna get caught this way.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, border's scary, man.
Do you guys ever have
Yeah.
like trouble with like cops?
All the time.
What do you mean? Like, do
Not
they
for
just, like-
me. Like,
Really?
not me specifically. Like I've encountered like cops because I was with a friend who was gonna get
Yeah.
like in trouble for something. Remember there's one New Year's, like I was with the homies like Marvin and Kalen. And we were at
Kaylin.
we were at Marvin's house. New Year's hits, midnight, whatever. And then we're about to walk and then like smoke a joint because it's like, you know, Happy New Year, whatever.
Mhm.
Walking down the street, haven't smoked it yet. It's just in my friend Kalen's hand, like just like a small bag, maybe like a gram or something. And then behind us, we like see headlights and we thought it was a car passing by. Step over to the side, comes closer, and we look, and it's a cop car. And then so as Kalen noticed it was a cop, he like chucks the bag of weed or tries to chuck the bag of weed, right?
Just
Tries to get rid of it, bro.
Straight
like-
down.
It was right in his window.
What the fuck is this?
He's like, what? Hey, what the
Right? And he was about to, but then the cop was like too close for him to. Obviously, would have
Right.
seen him throw it. Right? He's like stops us. He like talks to us. Like, oh, what are you guys up to? And then Kalen's being honest. Like, he took our like. This is when we only had our go cards. We didn't even have our license yet,
my
so we had to show him our go cards. Like it was
That
like,
was like that.
yeah, it was like that. So you show him our go cards, and then, because Kalen was the one like holding it, he like took down Kalen's information and all that stuff. And then the only reason why he stopped us was because like 2 blocks down, they had a report of like 3 guys walking down the street because there was a recent stabbing, like literally 3 blocks down.
Right.
And we were 3 guys walking down the street
I
like a block away, right? So
see.
obviously they're gonna stop us.
Mhm.
And then I remember like they took his information. They didn't like give him a ticket or anything like that, but like we went back to Marvin's house. He called his mom to wish her a happy new year, and he was like, he like told her what happened because obviously they're gonna call him.
Mhm.
And then he's like, "Happy fucking New Year." And to his mom because he was like, obviously this happens to me, right? And we were just always laughing because it's like, like out of everything that could have happened this
Yeah,
tonight,
that
like this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poor Graham. Didn't even get to smoke that shit.
Yeah, we were so mad. We were like,
Threw
bro.
it out.
That's
Shit.
crazy. You guys should have went to go find it, yo.
Yeah, afterwards.
Some homeless person found it and was like, "Yo,
Probably.
this is my lucky day."
Yeah.
bro."
Happy New Year.
He's like, "Jesus is good."
Jesus. God is good. God is great.
Yeah, I feel like I've just always been around people who have been stopped by the cops, but I haven't been stopped myself.
You said that you.
Yeah, I'm just
Did.
bad with authority.
Why so though?
'Cause,
Did
like-
they target you?
Yeah, they target me. They're racist. But this is one time we're doing like a night's road trip. I just didn't have my seatbelt on. Okay, we're just all in this van, and then we get stopped because we're like going too fast or whatever. And then I was like sleeping with the seatbelt off, and I wake up. Oh, we got stopped. Oh shit! And then the cop's doing his thing, blah blah, blah talking, and he's like, "Hey, you don't have a seatbelt on." Mind you, I'm in the back, and there's like 6 to 7 other dudes. So I didn't even realize he could see me. And then I tried to play it off. I was like, oh, I should have took it off because I wanted to go pee.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, you weren't. Shut the fuck up. And he gave me a ticket right there. And I was like, you gonna give me a ticket?
Only you?
On me. Not even
Nobody
on
else?
No one else. It's just me,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Just me.
That was
wild.
Huh?
How do they?
Yeah, how did they see that? Exactly. I just have the worst luck with cops. And I feel like it all started with the first time I traveled to California because we're doing like a dance trip. And right when I was about to talk to Border Patrol, wherever, like the security, my teammate was like, oh, by the way, you can't tell them that you're going for a dance competition
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
they're going to think you're making money and they're going to like stop you.
Mm.
I was like, I'm literally next. What am I supposed to say? I was like in high school. I was like, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to say?
Mhm.
Next. And I just like start walking, and they're like, "So what are you going to California for?" And I was like, I'm visiting my parents."
That's crazy, yo.
Bro, why didn't you say run?
And they're like, "Visiting your parents? Your parents live in the U.S.?" And he checks my passport. Obviously, fucking Canadian. And they're like, "Yes." They're like, "Okay, where are you gonna visit them?" In California." Okay.
Crazy.
What do they do for work? I think they work in an office.
I think so.
They're like, and then the cop literally just like looks at my passport, looks up, and he's like, "Okay, kid, here you go," and he just lets me through. And I think he just pitied me like hella hard. He's like,
I bet,
he's
yo.
probably just fucking nervous as shit.
God damn.
But ever since then, I get hella nervous talking to cops. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I just think back to the time, you know.
Yeah.
I feel you too, because I like the border. Like when you're flying and you're like, you kind of fly like solo kind
Yeah.
of thing. Like when they ask you, like, oh, so what are you doing
the
over there?
questions, bro.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm doing something.
Yeah, yeah. You sort of doubt yourself.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck am I
like,
doing?
what am I
Fucking
doing
blank
there?
It's
out,
what I'm
you're
doing
like, I
legal.
don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Because like they're like, oh, you can't say you're going there for dance, and I'm like, what the fuck can I say? And I'm like trying to think, and I'm overthinking, and it's going fast in my head.
Yeah, it's going fast.
It's like, what the fuck, yo, I'm next. You go up, you can't even fucking talk. Like, yeah. So like, yeah, I'm going over there. That's it. You know?
Sometimes it depends on like what officer you get though too.
I guess so.
Sometimes like they might just be having a bad day and they're just
It's
like picking on you, you
true.
know? But other times it's like they're doing a job, they're chilling.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like when we went to Vegas recently, the guy was like, "Oh, where you guys going?" I was like, "We're going to Vegas." And then he's like, "Oh, you guys going to that Lovers and Friends festival?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I wanted to buy tickets, but it sold out too fast." And he's like, "Oh, you want to come with us?" And then it was like that. It was like
Yeah,
super
yeah,
chill.
yeah.
But I get sometimes it's border patrol. It's like you just don't know who you're gonna
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
That's
right?
true.
And it just scares you. It can just
Yeah,
scare you.
Scared.
Bruh. Flying is scary sometimes. Like flying alone. I remember I had like a 3-hour layover.
By yourself?
Yeah, bro.
Where?
I think this was like coming back from like Sweden.
Mm.
And I was just like bored as fuck, bro. Like didn't have like no more. I had no more money.
Mhm.
And I was like, I couldn't buy it. Like drinks. I couldn't get-
You're just sitting
Just
there.
chill, right?
I'm just chilling for like 3
Yeah.
hours on my phone. I'm like,
You're
this
like,
is
where's the
so-
Wi-Fi, bro? I need
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Can't even
So
type in
bored.
Swedish.
You're like,
You didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
Where was your layover?
I think it was in like Denmark or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was confusing because I don't know. People are just like Russian. I'm like, just okay, just follow everyone. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is.
Isn't that crazy? We went through a whole fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was a wild time.
It
What was like the wildest thing you had to do to like cure your boredom during the pandemic?
Cure the boredom?
Or just like, I don't know. Like, I felt like people were not of the right minds. And so we're blowing things up. Oops, sorry. We're blowing things up to the point where it was absurd. Like,
Yeah.
the funniest example I can think of is like the Pope trying to baptize some babies, but you couldn't get close to them, so he got like a toy water gun and then shot their forehead from away.
Fucking headshot.
Yeah, just like, hey,
That's
hey,
you
Jesus
blessed.
Christ,
You
that's
blessed.
gangster,
Yes,
bro. That's so G,
Straight
bro.
up. Like, I
Blessed
wish I was
be God.
baptized like that.
Yeah. I think that's the funniest example. But like, you know, like in your own life, what are some like funny ass things like, or just anything you had to do to like get through the pandemic? Cause that shit was wild.
That was definitely wild. I was making like bread.
Making
Yeah.
bread?
That was like this. Yeah, I was definitely just doing like making dough and shit. Because I was just like,
Making dough.
I was like, yo, are we not gonna have like bread anymore? Like, what do we do? And my mom was like, should we garden now? Like, do you remember when like you would have to wash everything? Like, my mom would wash like chip bags. She's like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she would wash every little thing, and you're like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking Lysol wipes on
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Bro.
Their takeout, you gotta wipe everything. Oh my god, that was crazy.
That's a wild time, bro.
When are we gonna tell our kids all that shit? And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when I tell my kids like about the pandemic, I'm gonna say it's crazy, yo. Like
It was
people
like,
are going
it'd be out,
crazy.
zombies
Yeah,
outside.
it's-
like,
yo, it was zombies, yo. Like this parasite was going crazy. Holy fuck, yo. COVID-19, yo, crazy man.
Crazy.
I lived through it.
I lived through it. I survived.
I survived.
Your granddaddy?
We
It's a
survived.
Survival.
Yeah. I definitely stuck out though. I'm not gonna lie. I think everyone
Yeah.
I stuck up for sure.
everyone did something. I just don't think humans have adapted to like staying inside that long without going crazy.
Yeah.
No.
And like there's a few people, or maybe like there's more than a few people, but like just a lot of people are like, yeah, like you're doing society an injustice if you go out and expose yourself, blah blah blah. Like, hey man. I mean, I still took dance classes. I still went out. I put my mask on. I did my part, but I was like, I just feel like I would have been way worse off in the long run if I didn't allow myself this little bit of joy going out
the interaction.
and a little bit of interaction, you know? Like we always joke. I remember the number one joke after everyone got out of the pandemic was like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot how to talk to people."
Yeah.
Like that was the number one
Yes,
joke.
yo.
Everybody
I know how to
says that
converse.
shit.
I don't even know how to fucking like communicate with
yeah,
people
yeah,
anymore.
Like, I'm awkward now. Like that's everyone's joke. But like honestly, it's true though. If you didn't go out a little bit, like during that time, you did lose 2 years of socializing.
That's true.
And that's huge.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's
for sure.
huge. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. I try not to be too hard. I try not to be too hard on people who did that stuff, like went
Mhm.
out
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
did things.
Because you get it. Because you.
Yeah, I
Well,
get it,
we
bro.
all needed those. We need to be outside. Depression
got it.
walks was it.
Depression walks.
Facts.
Depression box was a huge thing. I remember going out on runs and I see like 10 other people.
Yeah.
I've never seen y'all around my block before. Like, hold on.
It's fucking hilarious.
Actually, I'm guilty of that because during that time, like we were in lockdown from like what March until like June, pretty much. And then the moment they were like, "Hey, you guys can actually go outside and interact with people, but like you have to wear your mask at certain points,
Mhm.
right? And we can't have gatherings of more than like
Mhm.
10 or 12 people." Like my birthday was coming up in like July, like a month after. I still held like a fucking 30 plus person birthday party
Yeah.
in my 3-bed, like in my apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like, we were obviously probably not like, we're not allowed to have that,
Yeah.
right?
You guys are
Because,
maskless
like,
drinking each
everyone's
other's drinks
maskless,
and
like,
shit.
we're just like
Yeah.
enjoying, like as if
It wasn't
COVID
it didn't
not
happen.
existent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, luckily nobody got COVID from that party. Like, I knock on wood, like, I don't know how, because like there was so many people there, so many different friend groups there. Like, I'm grateful that nobody got sick, but it was definitely very like, what do you call it? I guess irresponsible in a sense because we did that like right after us. We were in lockdown for like 3 months.
Yeah.
But we were just wanting to celebrate. And
Yeah.
just like just be around the people that we love, right? So
I mean, yeah, it's like it's bound to happen. Like
yeah.
humans aren't supposed. I
Aren't
feel like
perfect.
humans are supposed to communicate with like others. Like
No, for
having that
sure.
like human interaction is a
Yeah.
must for
Yeah.
humans. I
For
think.
sure.
I can't even stay by myself. I feel like
Oh.
Really? Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You can't say by yourself.
yeah, like I don't know, like there's like a thing that I just want to
Be around people.
be around people.
Mm.
Like I don't know. I guess it's just like the happiness. I can be happy by myself for sure, but it just brings me so much joy when you're with like the right
Just
people.
amplifies it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like
I
an
totally get that.
extrovert.
Have you guys taken that test? That Myers-Briggs?
No.
Thing.
No.
I haven't taken that either.
But I think
Is that the ABC thing?
Yeah, like the ENFJ some shit. I don't know.
see, I don't know what
Talking
you
in
guys are
horse
talking about. Right
Yeah.
now.
GGB.
BBC.
BBC.
Yeah, I'm a BBC.
BBC, right?
That was my results. Sorry.
But
Anyways.
there's like such thing as like an extroverted like introvert,
yeah.
right? Like what do you
Yeah.
guys feel like you guys are?
I'm definitely like an introvert, extrovert. Like when I'm out, yeah, like I'm an extrovert.
Mhm.
But like I can be by myself. Like
I think that's extroverted introvert.
yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's the one to think about.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
the same.
he's
I'm
a
the same.
smart
I'm
one.
the same. I'm the same. That's why.
Oh my
Extrovert,
goodness.
introvert.
That's why. Because like naturally you're an introvert, you like being by yourself.
Yeah.
But then like when you're around people and if you have to be out, like you can turn that on and be an
Mhm.
extrovert and be like, outgoing. And like you can get your energy from those people.
Mhm.
100%.
What about you guys?
I think I'm the same. Like extroverted, introvert. Like naturally, like growing up, I was always shy. And, like
Mhm.
just always wanted to like usually like to myself, but then I've grown to like turn on an extrovert side
Mhm.
when I'm like with people that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know?
I feel you. Like when I go to like the club with you guys, like yeah, I'm down to talk to whoever. Like I'm it's just natural. But like if I'm by myself, nah,
Like,
I'm
nah.
never
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
talk to anyone.
Exactly.
Mhm.
exactly.
You could be like, sit in the corner.
Yeah.
No, no,
By
I'm
yourself.
checking the weather app, bro.
Yeah,
You're checking the weather app.
Doing some math on the
Yeah, on the
calculator.
calculator.
Play some Clash of Clans.
That's fucking hilarious.
I think I'm definitely an introvert for sure. I don't get comfortable, or sorry, I'm like really really quiet when I meet new people. It's like really hard for me to like get to know them or like be myself around new people, and I can come off like cold and judgy because apparently I have a resting judge face or whatever.
RBF and RBF.
And RBF. I'm a
It's a
bitch. Yeah, but then once I get warmed up, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Which is funny because I feel like as a dancer, you kind of have to have like an extroverted side
Yes.
because like
Yeah.
everybody's very connected
Mhm.
and like
Very
when you very very touchy,
Get
bro.
off me.
It's like
Fair.
it's like yo, oh my god, I haven't seen you so long. Okay,
And
no,
you're
I
like,
yeah, it's like bitch.
Get the fuck off.
But it's like is it normal for you when you meet someone new, you hug them?
I do but that's
Oh.
just me. Like I'm, but like because
Never mind. Point not proven.
that's just me though. Like not everybody is like that. Like I'm
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
just like a hugger.
Mm.
But like I would say like I'm very extroverted. Like you can leave me in a room by myself and I'll like make friends with everybody.
Mm.
I love my alone time, but like yeah, like I think that's like just how I connect with
Mm.
people is just like
Physical touch.
yeah.
I get that.
that makes sense.
But I was like talking to a friend about how sometimes I feel like we're just like talking about friends in the dance community and then friends outside the dance community. Sometimes it feels like you're in this bubble when you're in the community
Mhm.
because like there's like rules and guidelines and like a certain way you're supposed to act in front of people in the
Mhm.
community because it's just like how it's built up, and things that you think are normal are actually not normal when you step outside the bubble, when you like see your other friends or like you just go out in the world, like things like hugging people all the time, like every
Mhm.
time you see someone, like that is not
When you say hi, you have to
Yeah.
hug. When you say bye, you have to hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been like that in the past. Like
Me too.
I've very like touch made me feel very very uncomfortable.
I see.
Only when I'm like really close with you, I can
Yes.
I give you a little hug. You know what I'm saying? But now I got a little more comfortable with it because like I'm in that bubble now. Like it's just normal. But like I always think about, you know, in the past I used to like hang out with my high school friends. We do stuff, and I always feel kind of like the black sheep. Just like there's something different about them and like me. Not saying that I'm special or anything. It just feels like the things I've learned in the bubble are making me different from when I step outside the bubble, you know? And it's
You kind of have to readjust again.
yeah, it's like almost a readjustment, right? And I was like, oh, is that making me arrogant? Is that making me blah blah blah? Like I'm always like overthinking because I want to like hang out with them more and like connect with them, but I don't want to come off as like, yeah, I'm a dancer. You know what I'm saying? I make art, blah blah blah. Like I'm better than you,
Cynthia.
yes, Cynthia. You know, and that's like I think my struggle with transitioning from like in the bubble to out the bubble is when I come out the bubble, I don't want to come off as like
Do you think you're like
better,
of
yeah,
higher power,
like arrogant, yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, also side note, I just wanted to say sorry I hugged you because
Yeah, what the
I should
fuck?
have asked for
No,
consent. Sorry, I'll
What is
ask
wrong
for
with you?
consent
the
next time.
fuck? No, it's okay. I feel like I know
It
you.
just happens like
Yeah.
naturally, but like yeah.
That's fine.
No, after the Halloween party, I was like, we're good. Right,
I
Lloyd?
saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, but how do you feel about like side hugs versus like full frontal hugs?
I think like if I'm meeting someone for the first time or like if we don't see each other often, it's just like a side hug. But like if it's like let's say you're a really, really close friend and I haven't seen you in a long time, or like or we just have that connection, then I will do like a full hug. But
Full hug.
it's usually just like a side hug.
And the third level, full hug.
And then a rub on the back.
Rest the
And
head on.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
rub on the back.
Ah.
The rub on the
Like
back.
miss
And then
you.
the fourth level is the guys into her.
Whoa.
I think that happens naturally.
Yeah.
though.
Oh, does that happen naturally?
Yeah,
Oh.
it already
Yeah,
comes.
You're already in the neck.
Yeah,
you know?
you're like,
you
okay,
ain't gotta
Yeah,
go.
but you don't go.
even gotta
Damn, you smell good.
You don't go.
just
Take a big whiff.
Your eyes are.
in the back of your head, like, yo.
Like,
That's
what
crazy.
scent are you wearing right now?
God damn, I missed you. That's good.
But do you guys feel that in like when you're in a relationship, you should full on hug?
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Yeah, man.
No, like other people.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
I was like, so fast.
Yeah, no shit. Like,
No, but like, I think
Imagine you side hugging. You
side-
every single time you see
ain't gonna lie though, like
that's
I dab out Karen sometimes.
Yeah,
No,
no,
okay,
no,
but
no.
that's-
I said that.
that's
Like,
chill.
you know, like,
because
you
you
have-
guys
you
are
have
on
to-
the same
yeah,
like
if you have
level
like a
of that
handshake or
stuff,
something,
like,
that's
why
fine.
not? Yeah,
Well, like
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're in a relationship, are you full hugging
Other girl,
other
like of the
girls,
opposite
other
sex?
guys?
I like as long as it's like respectful. I think like it doesn't have to be like I don't know because I would say that I do that with like my guy friends, like, but it's never out of like a boundary that it's like
Mhm.
inappropriate. You know what I
Uncomfortable?
mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just like so. I think like it could like yes, you can when it's respectful, but others think differently, so that's okay.
But
too.
you do the full hug.
Depends. Like I said, like if it's a friend that I haven't seen in a long time, or like like I feel like with my girlfriends, I'll do that quite
Yeah.
often, right? Like I haven't seen them in a while, so like I wanna
Mhm.
like embrace them. Like
Yeah, I think it is like a respect thing for me. Like even if like we're really close and like my girl's like, oh, it's fine, whatever. Like I'm just gonna still
You're
go
still
for the
just
side
side
hug. Like I feel like it's just like you know what, like the full hug is only for her. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Mm.
But side hug, I don't know. Even if like a girl like comes up to me, I don't even know. Like I try, but it's like
Yeah, you're like, oh, what the heck is happening?
Like this ain't Carrington. What the fuck?
Yeah. So she's like, but what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like
No, I totally get
at
that.
all costs, like I want to avoid the awkwardness.
Yeah,
That's my
Like
thing.
they'll talk.
Yeah.
But I think it's only awkward if you make it awkward,
Ooh,
right?
true.
like even
You bring
the
it-
hug, like if like I don't know. I guess like just going for like the side hug, nothing's wrong with this like the side hug. You know?
I guess also if your significant other doesn't know the other person, then it's like if you're going for a
Yeah.
full frontal hug and she doesn't know who that is, like that's like, whoa, what the fuck? Why are you
Mhm.
doing that?
For sure, but I think you should just like introduce them after.
Well,
Like, let's say
yeah.
you haven't seen somebody in a long time. You're like, oh my god, hey, and then you're just like, this is my like.
This
like
is my
partner.
side chick. I'm just kidding.
No, you
That's
introduce
crazy,
your
bro.
partner first.
My
You
side-
introduce your
crazy,
partner
bro.
You go,
first, bro.
my side bitch.
Yo, yo.
Level 4 all the way. Level 4
So
all
what's
the
the plan tonight? What's the plan tonight, though? So
way. That's crazy, yo.
no,
Level 4.
you gotta
This is number
introduce
4.
your fucking significant other first.
Oh, yeah.
To that person.
Sorry, I'm
not
like this reading everything.
He said level 4. This is my side girl.
my side girl. Get used to her. She'll be around.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
No, I've always been the type to side hug, no matter what. Because I'm not very comfortable with the,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
I remember my friend group, like, back in, like, grade 7, when, like, the guys and the girls started, like,
Like,
hanging out together, like, a co-ed group, like, friend group. Like, we'd always do, like, the hugs, goodbye, like, hi, right? And then it was just normal. So I think that could, like, for me at least, that's where it stemmed from. But now I'm learning, like, obviously with your significant other, if it's, like, not your girlfriend, like, just go for the side hug just as out of respect
Mhm.
for your girlfriend, because
Mhm.
it's like, if you're giving them a full frontal, like, if the girl comes to you and goes around your neck,
You go,
you go for the
like
waist,
Mm.
you're
No.
dead.
You're
bro.
dead.
You're dead, dude.
He's like, hey, how you doing?
Just
No,
shut
it's kidding.
up.
You're not going like that.
Swish, swish.
The squish, squish.
That's wild, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's like out of respect. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm like adapting myself to be like, if even if it's somebody that I know for a really long time,
Mhm.
just out of respect, even if my girlfriend's like right there.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, like back in like grade 7, we'd always be like those there'd always be those guys when we're like all dipping and stuff, and you're like, the girls will hug him, and then he's like, yo, where's my hug?
Where's my
We
hug
hate
at?
those.
The where's my hug
And I
guy?
was
We
like-
hate those.
I'd be like, "Oh, what did you just ask, dude? Like,
Yeah, that's just so weird, yo. Where's my hug?
The where's my hug guy? Funny enough, I actually don't know anyone that's like a where's my hug guy. Or maybe I'm the where's my hug guy.
Are you having another one?
Yeah, I can do it.
Another?
Another.
Did you
Another?
have
What
another one?
about tender?
that's like Thor and Thor.
You
Where
just say
else, though? Where else?
it's like Thor
But
in
like
Thor.
in other movies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah. Okay,
it-
fine.
That's crazy, yo.
I know. This is just funny ass sentence you just said.
He's Thor.
Thor and Thor.
Another.
Another.
That's
That's
crazy.
funny.
I
Where's
like
my
this.
hug?
Another.
Okay,
That's wild.
I do have a question off the grade 7 co-ed shit. Do you think because I saw this TikTok, and this is comedian named Matt Rife.
Oh, I
Yes,
love Matt
Rife.
Rife.
He is so
I
funny.
love Matt Rife.
Yes.
So he has this like viral TikTok going around, and he's talking about how when girls have guy friends, you gotta watch out for the boyfriend has to watch out for these guys because they're only being friends with them to slide into her pants. They're just waiting and just saying they're friends. Do you think guys and girls can be friends just like truly platonically?
Okay.
We talked about this, no?
Yes, you guys talked about this.
Oh, we have it?
I remember.
Oh, you
hearing
weren't
this.
here though.
Oh yes,
yeah, yeah.
wasn't
Okay,
the
you
This
word?
go.
was Lorean, yeah, but we can talk about it again.
You go.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? I thought there was like some truth in that because I get it. Like some
Yeah.
guys are out there like. I thought that was so funny. Some guys do like they play the long ass game,
They play the long game, bro.
and I know there's some
I said it.
sneaky ass guys that like just they're fine with just being friends, and like maybe they'll even go date other people, but they'll still come back to like their like main goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, she's so cute. Like, I'm definitely gonna try with this girl.
Yeah.
But I do think guys and girls can be platonic. But I do think it's easier if both of them are taken.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's
I
just
would
like
agree with that too.
it's just my truth. I feel like it's just a little harder because obviously you guys have that connection and everything. So, and a lot of I feel like really good relationships develop because the friendship is so good.
Mhm.
So when you guys have the friendship, potentially it's gonna evolve that way. But if you guys are both taken, there's like very, very
It's
low
like, why-
chance of it evolving that
Yeah.
way, right? So it just makes more sense.
Mhm.
That's very true.
I feel you.
I think it can't like I'm just speaking from experience. Like everyone obviously can have a different experience, but like I have like a best guy friend, but like I think it's just like if you set those boundaries, like and they set those boundaries too, like you can't cross it and you can't disrespect it. Like I've continuously like always invited like Mark, my boyfriend, to like events with like my guy friends or like vice versa. And it's just like I think yes, you can have platonic friendships. And it's only because like I forever set those boundaries. Like we're nothing more than that. And like that's it. And then too, like I've never crossed that boundary with them. And
Right.
so I think it can happen. Obviously, you just have to be very like respectful of it.
Yeah, I like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these relationships, they don't set that boundary.
Yeah.
It's like
at all.
ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And maybe like the girl doesn't want it, but the guy doesn't know what the boundary is. So they're always like poking jabs. They're
Yeah.
like always trying to
like low key
haha.
flirting a little bit.
haha, wouldn't it be funny if we on a date?
Mm.
And but
Yeah.
you don't set that boundary. So
Mm.
he thinks it's like, oh, he doesn't like that. Okay, oh, it's just joking. Pull back and come in with another jab. And
Yeah.
like keep
Mhm.
doing that until something happens. Either you
Yeah.
guys stop being friends or it actually like
True.
she's like, oh, that's it's not making a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough thing too, cause like, like, yeah, you can be friends with like other guys, and it's fine. But when I do say like, there's like, oh, like, dude, like that guy's being like a little weird with you, and you're gonna try to fight me on it and be like, no, that's not nothing at all. I think it's just like out of respect, yo, like. I'm telling you something that might be like something in the air.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yes.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yes.
And if you're trying to fight on me, like, yo, like,
Yeah.
like, there's just nothing. I don't know. Like, when I tell you something, it's not like I'm not trying to say like, yo, I'm fucking jealous. Like, this is like fucked up and trying to like control you in a way. I'm just telling you, yo, like, this is kind of making me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you can take it how you want,
Yes.
but the perfect response is like, okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back. I'm not gonna let anything
Yeah.
like trying to come close.
Mm.
But it's like the toughest thing when the girl doesn't like realize that. It's like,
Kind of like oblivious.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, no, I'm just gonna like just do me and like
Yeah.
have fun. Like,
Have fun. What the
it's
fuck?
like, what do you mean?
You're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
What type
yeah.
of fun do you need to
You
have?
trying to get picked down?
I'm the fun.
There's
want the
no
fun you
fun in
need.
friendship here.
Yeah, what the hell?
But how do you guys feel about, like, say somebody hits on your significant other and they tell you, like, how you taking that?
I think I'm taking it pretty light. Like,
Yeah.
I think for guys, it's like,
The fact of nature. Like your girl's gonna get hit on.
yeah, like no matter what, like
Like,
scenario
if you think
you're in,
she's pretty, someone else can
Yeah,
think she's pretty too.
100%, right? And like, there's no reason for you to fucking get mad. Like, obviously, you can be jealous, but to a certain extent, like, bro, there's nothing to be worried about. If your girl is gonna be like really upfront with you and be like loyal to you, right?
Mhm.
And they're not like what's it called?
Entertaining it.
Entertaining the idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think I still feel a little uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
Of
just like,
course.
oh yo,
'Cause you
why?
can.
Yeah,
Why
she's
Why
like,
everyone
she's
trying
like,
to hit
babe,
on you?"
some guy hit on me at work today.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's what I said too. Like, oh, gonna breathe for a sec.
yeah, you good, bro? You good?
Yeah, because Carrington, she gets hit on like at the mall. She gets whatever. Okay, I won't tell a story, but she gets hit on like at the mall, and then the first time I'm like, oh, so what did you say? And she's like, oh yeah, I just don't tell like like no, it's never gonna happen. Like yeah, I got a boyfriend kind of thing. I'm like, oh, say less. Okay, we're good. But if she didn't say like, I don't know, like kind of like
Kind of implying the
Boom.
fact that
Yeah,
she's
she's
kind
taken.
of single
Yeah.
or
Then
like
it's just
not
like-
even taken or anything.
Again, like entertaining the idea.
Yeah.
Leaving that room open, that makes me
Yeah.
very young. That makes me mad. But like if she just like cuts it off right there, and, like doesn't entertain him, like, okay, yeah. Look it, that means you're pretty. That's cool.
yeah.
Mhm. You're like, shit, I bagged that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bagged
I bagged
that.
it.
You're like,
I bagged
"Nice."
that.
I'm like, "Shit, okay."
It's like get out
Yeah.
there.
I
bagged
that. Damn, let me hit on you, mommy.
That's fucking funny. But how about you? Like,
No, obviously, like, okay, I think kind of like I like to not like it, but it's just like part of me is kind of just like, damn, it's like yeah, like you think my man's cute, like good, like because he is cute, but obviously like I get very like yeah defensive. I'm like no, because that's my man, right? Like, but yeah, I think a part of me is just kind of like yeah. Like you get hit on because you deserve to because you fine, right? Like I'm just like you deserve to get hit on, but it's also just like you coming back home to me, so it's all good.
That's the
Yeah.
big thing.
That's a big thing.
Like you can nah, I ain't gonna say actually. But for sure, I am very I heard this one thing on TikTok, he was like very territorial. Like
Mm.
this is mine and whatever comes close, like I don't like it. You know?
Mhm.
It doesn't mean like I'm really jealous or someone's gonna like take you. It's just like
That's mine.
that's mine.
Yeah.
Like I like this space for me. And it can be selfish, yes, but I don't know. That's just how I am. I just like what I like, you know what I'm saying?
Like what I like.
Yeah.
You feel territorial sometimes too.
Well, yeah, obviously, because I'm just like that is mine. Like, but yeah, no, like obviously, I don't think like we've ever been like, oh hey, like babe, like someone did that to me, but it's like, I don't know, like I think like I just know that it happens because of the way he looks and the way he carries himself. Especially like through Instagram, I think it's so easy to just be like comment on somebody's like posts or like stories and
Right.
stuff, right? But like, yeah, I obviously get territorial because I'm just like, no, no.
How do you feel about like a significant other liking someone else's post? Doesn't matter.
I think
Like
it
if
doesn't matter
like
to
if you're
me.
seeing other like a thirst trap type thing.
Just like some random dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like it either because I think like in my mind, I just think like we see that so often. I think like
Like we're just desensitized.
yeah,
Damn,
is that fucked
that's
up?
so-
That's
That's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
That's
yo,
so-
it's fine.
See it all the time.
Maybe, shit, yeah.
I mean,
guys and abs all the time.
maybe that is like. in
Yeah,
some
my
way.
Instagram just guys and abs all the time.
It's because like I guess like IG baddies is such a thing that
Yeah.
it's just kind of like I guess like in my world, in my mind, I'm just like, nah, they'll never meet them.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it won't happen. So, like, I guess I'm just kind of like whatever
Secure in
about
that.
it. Like, yeah.
I think maybe because I use it a lot for like I guess work, like with the dance thing. So I don't see it as like I know a lot of people put their whole lives on like Instagram
Yeah.
and it feels like a very heavy portion of their livelihood. For me, it's like I just want to like post my dancing
Yeah.
just to promote myself. That's pretty much it. I don't even like people's posts that much.
Yeah.
And
neither.
I remember like girls I've dated in the past got mad at me because they're like, "Why are you not liking my posts?"
I
I'm
get
like,
that.
I'm like, hey, bro, I like no one's posts. Trust me, I'm not liking anyone's posts. And so I guess my mindset coming into it is a lot different because like, one, I don't even see you like these people's posts, so I don't really care. Two, if I do see it, whatever, it's just a picture. It's like Instagram. It's not like you said, like you're not gonna go meet this Ryan
It's not
Reynolds.
that deep.
Yeah.
It's not that deep because like I'm real. I'm in
Yeah,
front of
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You're like hanging out with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram is just highlights. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they could have AI chiseled his his abs. Like,
Blame that fucking AI.
Yeah.
No, but what if like say your significant other is liking a thirst trap of someone that you've met?
No.
And
Okay.
you
No.
know.
No.
Like they've met them before.
Yeah, and it's like say
Oh.
like for the guys like you're liking a homegirl's picture but not because it's like it's a thirst trap like she's in a bikini or something like that, but she's a homegirl like you're trying to support her type thing. And then vice versa if the girl is like liking some like homeboys like I don't know gym pic or something like that, you know.
I've definitely gotten mad like before. Like the jealous side was like, what was the reason for you to like this pic?
Mhm.
And like you don't really like other people's pics, but like
Mm.
this one specific picture, like you like, and it's like a thirst trap
Mm.
from a dude, and it's like it just fills you with like that
Yeah.
that,
The
that
rage.
feeling.
the uncertainty.
Yeah, and I'm like, are you looking for something else? You start questioning things, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bruh, I don't know about this. But Now I think I'm like more, like you said, like desensitized. Like it's a normal thing. Like people are gonna post whatever.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it. Whatever. I'm not gonna put that on you. But um, going back to like the respect thing, like
Just don't.
yeah, just
Don't
Don't
just
even
don't.
get.
Yeah,
You
go
don't
there.
have to,
Yeah,
like-
if you really like this person, don't even go there.
Like you don't have to fucking like their picture or comment or like whatever. Like okay, you can visually look at it, whatever. That's fine with me. Because people are gonna think other people are fucking gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally
So,
fine.
Going
It's
out your
exhausting
way-
too. Like
Yeah.
being mad and jealous about
It is.
every single like that your
Yeah.
significant
No,
other
it's
does.
true. I can't take that energy. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, whatever. I got other shit to worry about.
Mm.
So.
Yeah.
So, I know.
Oh, you
Yeah.
break the
Yeah.
seal? Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
sorry.
take a little break.
Break. What time is it? How
Sorry,
much?
guys.
We're at 2 hours.
Yeah.
We should end it soon.
Is it bad that the only way, like, Lloyd and I and our dad bond is by drinking? Like, one day we're gonna kill our liver just by like getting to know each other better.
Yeah. That's what I told these guys too. Like about like opening up to our dad and then just drink.
It was drinking.
Yeah.
There was
It's
a
always
bridge.
just drinking, like, and like our dad doesn't like really show like emotions or affections a lot. So like his way of like saying like I want to hang out or I love you is like pouring a shot, and you're just kind of like you take it out of like respect,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I'm just like, what? Can we just chill? Like just hang out.
Can we
Like,
just-
I
just
hang?
put
I
on
just
a
want to
movie or
hang out
something?
with you guys. Like, I don't want to break my
Yeah,
fucking
like-
destroy my liver because of it.
That's crazy.
Sometimes like I know that she's like coming over and then I just leave because I don't want to like drink.
Straight up though, because that's what it like ends up to. Like, we'll just be wasted.
Yeah. Like we finished like
Damn.
the bottle.
Just oh my god, and two like
yeah, like
yeah,
Like,
Between the three of you guys.
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
That's
We
just how
drink-
we like connect. Like, and I can tell my dad gets more comfortable as he drinks because he like tells more stories or like he'll share more things.
The liquid courage.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm just like oh my god.
And that's
I'm
why
like,
we
how
get the
did
guests on this.
here with just being sober though.
Can we get there?
Can we just
Without the
the
alcohol?
alcohol?
Take out X.
Yeah.
Just
Interesting.
to get to Y.
I can definitely tell though, like my dad is very shy. Like
Mm.
he's shy until he starts drinking. And like
Yes.
you see him on like the karaoke mic singing his heart out.
Mm.
That's how it be though.
Yeah.
That or like when he's comfortable, like he'll that's when he like will show more of his side. Other
Yeah.
than that, he's like so quiet. Like, are your parents kind of the same? Like, you guys? Like,
Yeah,
your
we don't
parents
talk
show
that
it?
much. The only time we really talk is over meals, but we don't eat together that much as a family.
Mhm.
So the few times, like, there's some dishes my mom makes where you have to sit down all together
Mm,
to eat.
Yeah.
You know, like a big fish, and everyone just eats
Yeah.
like picks at it with the chopstick.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Otherwise, we all just eat in our separate rooms and stuff.
Mhm.
Or they just watch. I eat in my room. But those times when we get together and eat those family meals, when my dad opens up and starts sharing like his immigrant stories, you know, like how he came on a boat.
mhm.
My mom doesn't share that much, only because I lost like my ability to speak Vietnamese fluently. So she does like when she speaks, I don't understand a lot, and I can't speak her back.
Mm,
But my dad always loves practicing English.
Yeah.
So during those meals, he always talks about living back in Vietnam.
mhm.
Always talks about how he was the smartest guy in his village.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, they always gotta talk about like, oh, I was the best.
Yeah, I was the best. I got a scholarship into the communist camp. It's like the whole thing. But it's the meals for me. It's always food. Food is like
It's
the
always
number
food.
one bridge.
Yeah.
Luckily, not
like
alcohol.
it's like it's like
Like,
silent
bruh.
and then someone breaks that and it's like okay, and then everyone starts
yeah.
talking.
Flows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I feel like for my
Yeah.
mom, she's just like she's just good at talking
Mm.
because, like I mentioned in the last episode,
Pyramid
she was
scheme.
part of a pyramid scheme.
Oh,
Like,
pyramid scheme. Yes,
pyramid
yeah,
scheme?
Yeah,
And
WFG?
she
yeah, yeah.
and then she was like I said, she won like a bunch of awards for
Yes.
recruiting, right? So there's a bunch of times where I'd just be out with her and then she'd be like, say we're going to the grocery store, like Walmart or something, in line talking to the cashier, and then she start if they're like Filipino, obviously it's easier, and she starts talking to them like, oh, you should do this, blah blah blah. Like it's so easy for her to just talk to anybody, and like just get them to like just open up about anything, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like that's what's like different about her and I, because she's so good at doing that, but like it takes a lot for me to do that.
Mhm.
So it's like she will try to open up to me, but then I won't want to because like I'm not comfortable sharing yet or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
And it's like taken a lot recently for me to be like okay with me sharing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like there's a catalyst or something like food or alcohol that like gets her to that point. Like she's always open to talk about
Yeah.
anything, but it's just like it's mostly like me like
No wonder you're so skinny.
being comfortable.
We're getting fat off of fucking beer and food.
Gosh, we're an
But yeah, it's just like
alcoholic.
she's open to talk. It's just like I'm the one that takes a little more time to like
Yeah.
get there to open up and talk to her.
Which is interesting
You know.
because usually, like nowadays, it's the flip side. Because like parents that immigrate here don't want to talk about their past really because it's traumatizing.
Mhm.
But we're the generation of mental health,
Yes.
and so we're all like, oh, we gotta talk about it, mommy. Come on, tell us what hurt you.
Yes.
What hurt
What
mommy?
hurt you, mommy? Yeah, like we're the generation of doing that. So it's funny that you mentioned that. It's a flip.
Yeah.
She's always open for the mental health talk, but
Yeah.
you're just not there yet.
Yeah.
It's
I
different.
have a question. What is like something that your parents did that you don't think you would carry on to like your kids? Or like it doesn't have to be like necessarily traumatic, but like maybe like a quirk that they did or something. Like for example, like my mom when I was younger, I would always open like these birthday gifts, but she would always be like, it's for display. She'd be like, don't open that, it's for display. And I would never be able to open my toys. And as a kid, I never thought that was like, I didn't think that was not normal. I was just like, okay, like I just can't play with my toys. But as I grew up, I was like, why the fuck didn't I get to play with my toys though? Like I never got a chance to, but she just like wanted them to be like picture perfect. Like, and she would just put them up on the wall and like, I just never played with them. Yeah.
So when people came over,
And they're like, oh my God, like I have Barbies now that like are from probably like the 19 somethings. They're in pristine like shape.
like mint condition.
I could probably sell those for so much, but like,
Damn.
yeah, they're like in the Philippines, but like she just like never let me open them. Like,
Wow.
and I was just like, I didn't think that was a thing until like I went to my like friend's house and I was just like, they get to open so many things. Like that's so fun. Like what is something that you think that you like wouldn't pass on to your kids? Or like if you were to have any in the future, obviously.
For me, I think because my parents taught me how to like speak like Filipino,
Mhm.
like as a kid, like pretty fluently, and like I can speak to them like in our language. I don't think I'm like gonna ever force my kid to like learn the language. If they want to, yes, I'm gonna speak to them.
Mhm.
Or if I ever like want want them to learn like a different language, like maybe, but like I was just like raised to like speak the language,
learn Tagalog.
yeah.
Mm.
So I don't think I'm ever gonna just be like, yo,
Like you have to
yeah,
learn
and
this.
just talk to them
Yeah.
only in that language. Like I think it's good for them to like want something when they're growing up. So I don't know.
I think that's cool though. I wish I could speak like Ilocano or Tagalog. I think it's like
Yeah.
so cool that you can.
Really?
And I'm always like wishing I could have that.
I wish I
Like-
had that too. Like my
like-
mom tried when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I was born like in Canada, so I wasn't around it a lot. But my mom would just like try and like say things to me and like try and get me to understand a bunch of stuff. But I remember when I was a kid, like she would get angry at me and like yell at me in Tagalog or whatever, and I'd just be
Mhm.
staring at her for like 5
Like,
minutes.
I don't fucking know, bitch.
And then like, well, what did you say?
You're like, you can't hurt me.
Yeah, I was like,
don't
wait,
understand.
what did you say to me?
You can't hurt me.
But I do wish like I like picked it up earlier so that I can like
Mm.
actually communicate with her.
Mhm.
And like she's learning now to obviously speak English to me because she knows that like that's how I communicate back to her.
Yeah.
And it's like broken like Taglish or whatever. Like she'll speak to me in Tagalog and I'll answer back in English, like type thing, because I'll understand, but
Mm.
I won't speak back to her in the
Yes.
language.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish I had that too.
Is there anything that you guys like wouldn't pass on to your kids? Or like Trauma. This man's just filled with trauma.
Just being with
Being an alcoholic.
It's okay.
yeah.
I was being alcoholic, yo. Don't want my kid to be alcoholic.
Yeah, the alcoholism. Not gonna
It
feed
runs
him
in the
a-
blood, yo. Look, you can
Yes.
see. Yo.
You can-
That's down from our dad, yo.
I don't know. Probably language is a big one because I don't really speak Vietnamese
Mhm.
that's fluently anymore. I don't know. I guess it's like a lot of things.
Mhm.
Because my parents have like been really chill with me. I think I'm at least lucky enough to say that
Mhm.
they don't like force me to do anything. They'll just like maybe jab at me once in a while. Like, we should be doing this, but they'll leave me to my privacy. Like they'll still let me do my stuff. I think one thing I would want to do differently from my parents, maybe that's like a better way to phrase that, is maybe be a little bit more involved in like in the early years to push them to certain things, like like the stereotype of Asian kids learning how to play piano, like stuff like that, obviously they'll hate it when they first start, and I won't force them if they hate it, but it'd be nice to be able to push these kids to like try early
Yeah.
Mhm.
to figure out like, oh, when they grow up, like, oh yeah, I learned how to play piano, they know how to read music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that can translate to other things that they can do in life,
I
right?
feel you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like always one thing that I always like the example I thought of. It's just I kind of wish my parents like pushed me to do more things when I was younger instead of just like leaving
Trying
me
to set you
to-
on a path.
yeah, instead of just like being carefree, which is was fine now, but like before,
Mhm.
Yeah.
learn how to play that.
I feel you. I feel you.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay,
That's crazy.
yeah. We're back again.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we're going to end it off because it's getting a little too
Say
long.
bye now.
But yeah.
No, we gotta say bye now.
Say
Wait,
bye.
did we finish our thought? What was our thought?
Wait, I don't know. No, I was asking you guys about the question of what you
Oh, yeah.
guys wouldn't pass on, but you
You're,
guys
you're
answered
the
it, right?
you're the one that
No, I
didn't
didn't
answer.
pass.
Oh, my bad.
What I wouldn't pass on that like my mom like kind of did to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like really her fault though, but I feel like I would want to be around more, like in my child's childhood.
Mm.
You know, like my mom was like hustling,
Single
like
mom.
working,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
with her ass off, right? So I was
Yeah.
like with a babysitter a lot.
Yeah.
But now I always wish like my mom was home a lot more. And being an only child, it was just me, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's like I don't know if that's like something I can really control,
Yeah.
but I would want to try and be there for like the major moments in my kid's life.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, try to really be there. So, and I know my mom like even now like if I say like, well, I'm performing somewhere, like she'll try and like make it out. Like I remember at like the North Urine show like last year, like she bought a ticket, everything,
She showed up.
and she showed up, but she was like 2 minutes late. Like we had just came on, and like she was still there, obviously, but she was like,
Yes.
"Oh, I just missed it. I'm so sorry."
And she would have loved it too.
yeah,
It was like one of her best.
yeah. So I'd say I don't blame her for it because like, I know she's working, she's doing her thing, but you know, I do want to be there for like my kids' like
100%.
achievements and things that
Yes.
they'll be proud of. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Showing up matters.
Yeah.
For sure. I think too, like, I think our parents were just teenagers trying to grow up as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't always blame them for
Yeah.
their actions because they were struggling through life as well. So,
Mhm. Because
Yeah.
you got married pretty young back then.
so
Yeah.
young.
It's like it's their first time too, like being parents. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like we can't be like so hard on them
Exactly.
asking for so
Yeah.
much.
Exactly.
Like it's their first time trying to do this shit on their own.
Even
too.
when they were hard on us, but
yeah.
whatever.
Did you guys think like back in high school, like you'd be married by a certain age?
I think so. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to be married by 25, but I'm like, I'm 20, turning 28 this year. So I'm like, no.
That's what's up.
No.
Generations just changed. Like it's like back then, it's like when as soon as you turn 18, move out.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's okay to live with your parents until
It's
you're past 30. You
expensive.
know,
Yo,
like
save until you're
It's
you're
expensive.
capable of
Exactly.
living on your own.
Situation.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't even blame it though. Vancouver's hard, man.
It's
It's also the
expensive.
city we live in, bro.
Yeah, Vancouver's
We're
crazy.
trying to make it out here.
Yeah.
Moved to Kelowna. Fuck
Yo,
nowhere.
Alberta looking kind of nice, bro.
Yo.
Would you
straight up.
guys move somewhere else though?
I think it's situational.
I think I would come back.
Yeah.
Vancouver is
sure.
just home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As expensive and as much as we complain,
Yeah.
we got it all.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
true.
I love it.
I do
here.
love it.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
nice being here.
We get a lot of people that like move here who want to live here, but I'm like, we get to say that we were like born and raised
Yeah.
here. We get to like live here. So
Mm.
yeah, like I feel lucky.
Why we keep hitting
No, I'm just like playing with my ring.
That is
that? Yeah,
crazy.
love Vancouver. Love your hometown.
Your hometown.
My
Never forget your
favorite
hometown. But yeah, this is Behind the Bar. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, comment Powerpuff Girls or something.
Professor X.
Yeah.
Chemical X.
But yeah, we're gonna sign off. This is Lloyd. I'm Blossom.
This is Mar. I'm Bubbles.
This is Buttercup,
The middle child.
middle child.
You'll be frowning the whole time. bro.
Professor X. I made them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's weird how they like phrased it in the intro. It's like, and then 3 perfect little girls. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
It's supposed to. It's great.
But yeah, we're gonna take this shot and we're gonna sign out.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Appreciate
Cheers,
it, y'all.
y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Whoa. Wow.
Love y'all. Cheers.
Pierce out, y'all.
Deuces, motherfucker.